Give me a second. There's a link pinned in the chat. Let's see what's happening in these streets. What up, friends and family? How y'all feel? After hours in the building. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Just realized that I gotta update something. Credit. Hey, before we get started with the show, I got a question for y'all. Before we get started, and the link is down there for anybody that got a question or whatever. Before we get started, I got a question. What up, friends? Here's my question. Rita and I is having a little bit of a debate. We have a difference of opinion, and so I would love to get y'all thoughts. Shout out to Yakar, shout out to Kojak, shout out to everybody, Artifacts, Tim Matthews, everybody that show up, everybody that my dog Slimmy. What up, what up, what up to everybody? Here's my question. All right. Do y'all think therapy is a scam? Before we get into anything else, before we start talking about all of the different subjects and everything that's on our mind, because we get our thoughts off on after hours, on things that we would normally talk about on any other show, whether it be the Anton Daniels channel, whether it be the Millionaire Morning Show, I just want to get y'all thoughts. Roxy, Heavy Duty Shorty, Solution Trucking Channel, Vanessa, Rox, Joseph White, Ian, everybody that's here. My question is, do y'all think that therapy is real? Do you think that it actually helps? Do you think that it's beneficial? Do you think that it's something that actually benefits people? Do y'all think that therapy is a scam? Miss K says, hell yeah, therapy is a scam. Smitty says, yeah. J-Dub said, what up? Solution Trucking says yes. Neil Millen and Anime says yes. Punch YouTuber says yes. It's a scam for people who don't really need it, said Tay K. Trini Life says yes. Michael Fontaine says yes. Let me see get Katie's Empire. Let me see what his thoughts is. Katie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear
What's
me?
going on, my friend?
What's going on, man? I'm good.
Is therapy a scam?
Absolutely not, man. I had therapy. Well, I went to a therapist after I had somebody die in my arms.
You had somebody what?
And
Die in your arms?
yeah, at my job, I was working as a security guard at a hotel, and yeah, man, I was actually the first person to discover him. He was non-responsive, but he was breathing
He
like
was at he was in a room.
no, he was actually in the lobby. Everybody thought he was sleeping.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead. Keep going.
yeah. So um, I actually used to do a little bit of lifeguard or whatever. So I did a little bit of CPR, and then they brought out the things, hooked it up, and
The shock thing
911.
says, "Zoom."
Yeah, yeah,
Defibrillator. Is that what it's called?
yeah. And so, like, I honestly didn't think that it was gonna affect me, but I literally like went home, and that's the only thing that I can honestly think about for like 2, 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, my job actually brought a really, really good therapist up there, and we dissected and went through it. And
What was the process? I'm curious.
so we sat down and we spoke. I took up most of our time. We sat down, we spoke for, I don't know, man, probably like maybe 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and I honestly felt like I couldn't talk to anybody about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know her, so I felt comfortable with her. I like, I'm not gonna see this lady after today, so I can pretty much vent to her, tell exactly what my thoughts and stuff are. And she was a really, really good listener, and provided some necessary feedback, some things that I can do when I'm starting to think about it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we went through a whole bunch of other stuff, like some childhood trauma and stuff that I was dealing with. But
Child drama. Y'all start going into your childhood?
yeah, yeah, we yeah we yeah we went into all of that.
Hold on, hold on. You want to be on camera?
Yeah, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, hold on. Cause we about to talk about your childhood trauma. You got your childhood trauma on there to the therapist. Come on,
Yeah.
come on, big dog. Y'all not selling me on this. Really?
Yeah, man, it worked though. I'm telling you, it
What? How did
honestly
it
worked.
work? How do you know it worked?
I mean, honestly, the I can't remember exactly what she was telling me because it's been a few years now. But the things that she told me to do when I started to have the thoughts like go through my head about what was happening, it helped. It helped to the point where I wasn't getting any sleep. Like I was literally thinking about it in my dreams.
Hmm.
And
So what did she tell you to do that made the difference?
uh man, I'm gonna say something about my grandmother. Like my grandmother, she passed away when I was in well, one day after I graduated or whatever. Just
Hmm.
thinking about those good times and stuff, man, it kind of helped me take my mind off things. And I don't know, man. Honestly, I would say like maybe a week later, it just kind of started to fade a little bit. Like every time that I got those thoughts in my head, I started thinking about my grandma, all the good things or whatever, and
So
it
she
just
told
started
you,
to
dog. I could have took your money for that.
fade. So it was free. It was free. I didn't pay for it.
Your job
Luckily, my job,
for it.
my job paid for it. Yeah, my job paid for it. So, I took
I could
advantage of
have
it,
took your
man.
money
I
for
took
that.
advantage. Oh, say it
Man, listen. Think about your grandmother. Think good thoughts. Oh my gosh.
again.
Do you?
Because
I
everybody
honestly. Oh Jesus.
Because everybody, I look at it like this, right? When it comes to a therapist, in most cases, it's probably going to come from somebody that you don't know. And I'm not going to sit there and tell other people about my issues and my problems. I normally deal with that stuff myself. But this is somebody that I'm not going to see anymore, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So this is somebody that I can actually chop it up with or whatever.
You could have
And
did that with a prostitute.
man, heck no, no, I ain't fooling. No,
No, I'm
I ain't
saying you ain't have to sleep with the prostitute, but you could have paid her for her time and told her your thoughts, and knowing that you was never gonna see her again, right?
Yeah, man, I would feel dirty if I do something like that, though. Dog.
No, okay. A prostitute, you're paying them for their time. You're not necessarily paying them to do it. You're paying them for whatever it is that you want to use them for. But my point is that how is it any different than paying somebody that you're never gonna see again, and so you feel comfortable with sharing?
That's a good question, man. Honestly, I don't know. It sounds better. It just sounds better, man. It's more, instead of
J
you going
Love
from paying to
says
a
it helped me to
prostitute.
talk with someone after a family committed suicide in front of my train.
Hmm.
First time it happened, I wasn't used to it, so talking to someone helped me to get over it. But I don't know, man. This is I don't know. It just sounds like a finesse.
And then it's free. You got to think about it. It was still free, so I didn't have to pay for it, man. I just took advantage of the resources at the time or whatever, and it helped, man. It really did.
Oh man. Any other additional thoughts?
Yeah, I did want to talk about this Kendrick Lamar situation and Drake, man. I
Okay,
feel
what's
like
your thoughts on that?
K Dot, man. He got it. He got it, man. I feel like
How do we got it?
I mean, I think everything that Kendrick Lamar did was like strategic, man. He basically, it seemed like he kind of set him up,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the Family Matters thing to drop like
Mm-hmm.
right after. I was like, yo, I think that he took time to come up with a few different things, and he probably already knew what Drake was going to say, and
Mm-hmm.
so he had already had that stuff pretty much locked and loaded. So as soon as he dropped, he came right after. And I'm a numbers guy. If you look at the numbers and stuff on YouTube, he's
Mm-hmm.
smashing Drake when it comes to views, man. It ain't even close.
Interesting. So, is the views also as a result of the fact that he's talking about Drake? So Drake is the one that's the real draw.
But wouldn't that mean that Drake's numbers would be up there too, though?
Not necessarily.
I think more people just rock with Kendrick. That's the reason why his numbers is doing so well, and they're
Really?
not
Then
used to hearing. And
how come that doesn't translate when it comes to album sales and stuff? Then,
I don't know. I haven't really
if
been
more
able to
people
check.
rock with Kendrick, how come that doesn't translate into album sales?
I mean, if you think about it though, man, Drake is more. Well, he's like a pop star, man. I think more people are gonna buy his album. Honestly, I mean, we look at it right. Children, different people
You know,
or whatever.
I'm not going to because it's so funny because whenever people want to disqualify Drake from a conversation, they say, "Oh, sales don't matter." But then when
No,
people want to qualify somebody else, they say, "Well, the numbers matter."
I'm just talking based on the beat.
Because listen,
Like
listen,
I'm not talking
I
about
don't go,
anything.
I don't go when I'm evaluating a battle. I don't go
Mhm.
with popular opinion. I go with my own thoughts. Every
Facts.
time I talk to somebody and they tell me whether Kendrick is winning or they riding a Kendrick train, they always use other people in order to qualify their argument. I
Hmm.
need you to help me to understand. And music is subjective, so this is your personal opinion.
Yeah.
How is it that Kendrick is winning based off of your own observation, not based off of what everybody else is saying or what everybody else is viewing?
Yeah. So I'm one of those guys. I never pay attention to anybody. Like I don't care what anybody says. But I have to be honest. I was kind of swayed a little bit when I started seeing Drake like wear nail polish and all the other stuff. I stopped being a fan of him, man. So
So you got a
I,
personal. So wait. So what you basically saying is that you're not objective and that you have a personal disposition against Drake.
absolutely, absolutely.
So
I'll admit that.
it's no way that you can be unbiased. You already a Kendrick fan.
I
Or
wouldn't say I'm.
let me
I wouldn't
revise
say.
that. You're a
My bad.
Drake. You don't like Drake.
I don't like the way that he's kind of like switched up, man.
So you're not even evaluating this based off of the battle. Every time I ask you about the battle, you evaluate it based off of whether or not you like Drake. I think, but this is beautiful because I think that you are the typical Kendrick fan. I think that you are also more of a reflection of what the culture is because people are. I think that most people are incapable of looking at it enough to be objective to make a real decision. Like, to evaluate it just based off of its merits and not evaluate it based off of something previously that you don't like about somebody or something like that. Like, you're not even qualifying it based off of the battle. You qualifying it based off the fact that you don't like Drake.
Yeah, but I think I'm a little bit different because I think that most people will try to make it seem like it's something else when it's not. When I would come out and say again, I just came out and said my opinion is going to be kind of swayed a little bit because of how he's kind of like switched up. If you look at
Yeah,
most
but
people are
that
trying.
ain't got nothing to do with the battle. You just don't like Drake.
I just don't like the way that he's moving.
Yeah, you don't like him.
I'm more about his
That has
actions.
nothing to do with the battle.
But I'm saying, well again,
The
what
first
I'm
thing you
saying
said when
is,
you came up, when you started talking about this subject, was about
mhm,
how Kendrick is winning. And then when I
mhm,
asked you, okay, qualify it based off of the battle, you said about the nail polish. You said
numbers.
you didn't
I
like how
said
he was
numbers.
moving. You said numbers based off of who watched the diss videos or who watched the
Hmm.
diss songs. That don't have nothing to do with nothing that you said has anything to do with the battle whatsoever.
Numbers make more sense to me. I think the numbers are always going to tell the story. Again, if you have more people that are sitting there watching, and if you go across the board, like they did a little thing on the Breakfast Club where people called in, and most people were siding with K Dot.
I don't. I'm my own person, bro. I evaluate things based off of my own perspective and my own opinion. I don't go based off of what most people do. You
I hear
cannot give an opinion based off of what popular opinion is. You have to give your own opinion. That just makes us sheep. That means that
I
we
went
not
back.
free. That means that you're not a free thinker.
No, I
You
started
said
with the
K dot
numbers.
one, if you said K dot one based off of lyrics or this or that or he out rap or something like that, then that's different. Okay, cool. I think that music is.
Well, I started
Hold on,
again
Mo.
when we
No,
were
no.
having this conversation though. We start. I was talking
Let's
about how
switch
he
it
kind
up
of made
now.
made
Hold
it
on.
into a
Stop.
picture.
No, I'll let you finish.
Go
But
ahead. Go ahead.
you qualifying everything based off of a Breakfast Club poll, what popular
Oh,
opinion is, that's not a free thinker. That's you doing talking points based off of what everybody else is saying and doing.
but you discounted everything else that I was saying about him painting him into a picture. It was a
Nail
setup from the jump.
polish,
That's one of
how
the
he
things that I
moving.
said.
That don't have nothing to do with the battle.
It most certainly it's a strategy. Well, so why doesn't it have to do with a battle? In order for you to win a
You
battle,
have
it has
not
a lot to do
said
with strategy.
anything that makes Kendrick great. Everything that you said is based off of what you don't like about Drake.
No, when we first started having this conversation, again, I started to talk about how he set him up. Did I not say that?
How did he set him up?
So he took a while before he answered back. Again, taking it back to the beginning of the conversation when we were having this. I said that he had like two or three songs in the chamber waiting for Drake to drop. So as soon as he dropped, he already had something already ready. So as
Hmm.
soon as he dropped, he already knew what he was going to say.
But what does that
That's
have to
the
do
reason
with
why
the
I believe he
quality of
dropped
the
it.
songs or the lyrics in the songs? It's not just about who drops when. It's about the songs themselves. And again, when you saying this stuff, this don't have nothing to do with the battle. You just talking about numbers, timeline, and whether or not you don't like Drake. You have not said anything that qualifies somebody to be a winner or a loser.
Strategy.
But what about the actual songs? You haven't even spoken to the songs.
So you mean like bring up some of the lyrics and stuff that he was using?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you get it off, bro.
No, that's what I'm asking. Are you asking me to like quote
I'm
some of
not
his lyrics?
asking you anything. I'm letting you get your full thoughts off.
That's it. I mean, that's pretty much that's all I had. That's
So that's why. So that's all. That's the only reason. That's why he won. That's it.
yeah. I think that he had a dope strategy. Again, when Drake dropped or whatever, he already had some songs and stuff already prepared. So and then again, when we look at the numbers, I believe that his numbers pretty much speak for themselves.
All right. Well, listen. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, but big
Hey, I
dog. I
appreciate
appreciate
you,
you,
man.
man.
Thank you guys so much, man, for inviting me onto this thing. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. All right, big dog. I feel like I'm alone in this world, bro. I genuinely believe that I'm alone in this world. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only person that thinks like I think, that qualify my arguments based off of logic and theory and Jesus Christ. Am I off? Am I missing something, Slimmy? Because nobody is actually qualifying their arguments. They telling me about stuff that has nothing to do with the battle itself. Zero to do with the battle itself. And again, listen, I think that everything is subjective. So the thing that make you go, or the thing that makes you, you know what I'm saying, that's good for your ears may be different than things that's good for my ears. But at the very least, tell me why. Don't just tell me that you don't like Drake and that's one of the reasons why you think that Kendrick won. What? And honest to God, this is the typical Kendrick fan. Every single Kendrick fan that I've heard try to qualify their argument, 9 times out of 10, they do it because they don't like Drake, not necessarily because Kendrick is better. And they was automatically going to say this regardless because they don't like the fact that Drake is Drake. This is insane. Let's get somebody else up here. All right, Devin, you get another chance. Go ahead, give it to me.
What do you mean I get another chance?
Because I heard you was on here the other day talking crazy, so you had some time to go and do some research, put yourself together, and then requalify yourself. So I'm listening.
I mean, I don't think I had to requalify. Maybe I need to understand you better and where you're coming from to articulate accurately why I
Why you
believe
got to
there.
know where I'm coming from in order for you to say what you got to say?
Anytime you're debating somebody on your beliefs, you should understand where they're coming from so you can break them down from their standpoint to
Oh, this is a
act.
debate. I didn't know we was debating. I thought I was giving you a platform to get your thoughts off.
Well, I mean, you've
So you
been
want to?
going
So
back
you
and
want to?
forth.
Oh, wait. So you want to debate me?
I mean, ultimately, that's what it is. If you're going back and forth and you're asking questions about what I believe, and you don't believe people who think Kendrick won are right, so I think if there's
How is
disconnect
it a
back,
debate if I'm asking? That's called a conversation. But if
all
you
right,
want
let's
to
have.
debate, then I'm glad that you let me know that. So you looking to debate? Is that what you're saying?
We can have whatever we can call it whatever.
No, I need to know what your intentions are. We're not just gonna call it whatever.
Oh, if you want to have a conversation, we have a conversation. If you want to have a debate, we can have a debate. I'm game for whatever.
No, it's not about what I want. I'm giving you an opportunity to get your thoughts off. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to do and what you're trying to say. How about this? Go ahead. Just say whatever it is that you think, and then we'll figure it out from there.
All right, I'll first preface this with the initial thing with the therapy. I think therapy is good depending on the individual and what they're trying to get out of it.
Mm.
Um, with that, if the person does it is has the intent of always want to be proven right or be validated in their feelings, then I think therapy is not for you. But if you come in there actually trying to speak, like I've been to therapy and it was like I was overseas and everything, so it's like I didn't want to, a lot
What
of
did you
times
go to therapy for?
it was just like I was going through a lot when I went through my initial divorce. My parents had divorced, and I just needed to like get some stuff off my chest at the end of the day. But
So you just
that's
wanted
all.
to talk to somebody. It wasn't that you actually.
Like I think I do well at processing things myself, but sometimes you need to be able to talk to somebody and not have it like lingering. Whatever it gets dumped, and somebody bounce it off of, it's in the trash and it's not coming back out. So, but that's my thoughts on that. But back to the actual Kendrick thing. I think
So wait,
Kendrick
wait, wait,
won.
wait, wait, wait. Before we go into the Kendrick thing, so you saying that you got therapy because you got to get your thoughts off, basically.
I mean, I just knew I was struggling mentally, as far as like things building up, and instead of it like blowing up publicly or in the wrong place, I just made sure that I went to the right place that that I felt
So
like I
you
was
went and
being.
talked to somebody, and was it a girl or a guy?
It was a lady.
Of course it was. And what did she tell you in order to help you get through it?
Um, I think overall it was saying that like overall
I'm gonna put
it
you
was.
on screen, all right? You
All
don't
right,
have
yeah,
to
go
be.
ahead.
It's up to you.
No, go ahead. It don't matter.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Before I get into the whole Drake shootout thing, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I would say the biggest thing with like that was she kind of just like bounced off like my thought process rather than like letting it kind of just like spiral and spiral and spiral. Kind of like stop the spiral and kind of push you in a different direction of thought process.
I
I
only
think.
know one good therapist, and his name is Ray Sean. That's it. It's only one good therapist in the world that I've ever met in my life, and his name is Ray Sean.
Yeah. I mean, all
Other
therapists
than
aren't
that,
created equal.
there is no good therapist. This all the rest of them are scams.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's all about what you as an individual trying to get out from therapy. Like I said before, if it's like for a selfish intent, then you're not
So
going to
you
get anything
talk to
out.
somebody, you got your thoughts off, and then what did she tell you?
I mean, just kind of just like, at the time it was like I was feeling like more of like a failure, like things were getting tough. So it's like things aren't really like kind of just hunting the good stuff with like, all right, things ain't that bad. Like you got this going for you. This you like, kind of just like regain plan like how you're gonna get out. Reavert your attention. So it wasn't too much. It's like it wasn't really that deep, but like I've even done like marriage counseling, and I ultimately I think at the end of the day, I think that was still it's like if the individuals attending that therapy are in therapy for the benefit of not 1v1ing and all this other stuff, and actually trying to go in there for the intent of communicating and figure out ways to communicate, then
Why did you get a divorce?
the first one.
You got 2 divorces?
No. I only got one divorce, and that was
Why you
just
say
more
that?
of
Why
like,
you say the first one?
well, I got married again, so it's like, so I went to therapy with the first one.
Wait. I said, why you get a divorce? You said the first one? What was you referring to in the first one?
Well, I've been to therapy with both my wives. I've been to therapy with the
Why?
first. Well, the first one was more of like I was pretty much done, and she was like, "Oh, I want to go to therapy to save our marriage, yada yada." But again, like I said, that therapy session was
So
like,
you left the relationship.
"Oh yeah, 100%."
Why did you leave the relationship?
Got married young. The person I was married to was just living off of all my accomplishments, not doing, wifely duties, even though I was doing everything I needed to do at home, as far as providing all that stuff. So it was like no matter how much more money I made, it was just going out the window. So I was like, nah.
So why didn't you just say, hey, we're gonna make some different financial adjustments and we're gonna move a little bit differently?
I mean, it wasn't even that. It was like even like to the part of like domestic violence, like putting hands on me because she knew I wasn't like going to touch her back type stuff.
What was y'all
So it's like
arguing about?
what we were arguing about.
Yeah, to where she would get to the point to where she want to put her hands on you. And let's be clear, I don't believe that anybody should put their hands on anybody. What was y'all arguing about?
Um, it was just like just anything and everything within the relationship you could think of, like arguing where it was like money, um, and then ultimately it was like I think the biggest thing was like when I would like it would get too much, I would just like shut down, and then that would just like make her escalate to try to get a reaction out of me, and that
Wait,
like trying to get her.
wait. Jesus Christ. Y'all didn't have
Yeah.
kids, did y'all?
Oh heck no, I got her that one. She tried. She tried to get me. She tried to get me, but I
She
saw
tried
that
to
one
get you
more.
what?
Oh, it's like we were still together, but I noticed that she wasn't taking her birth control anymore. So I was like, nah, we're not doing nothing anymore. They're like, I just wasn't in the right headspace. I was like, we're not doing anything. So the last stint, cutting it off, I was, tapped out.
So you filed for divorce.
Yep.
Okay, so why did you go to therapy? Was the second wife?
Uh, Overall, just trying to get on the same page as far as communications, understanding. Got married. She's still in the military. I got out, but she went into Korea for a year. So just building those like communication things. Just making sure that we're all on the same page, and that we're not talking at each other, but with each other. As far as that, so I think it was helpful.
So was you having problems before therapy, or was therapy just like an assistant?
I mean, I think never things are never perfect before therapy.
Do you think that you the problem?
I am the problem with some things. Yeah, I'm not perfect. No, I'm not perfect.
No. Don't qualify by saying that I'm not perfect. Because people say that all the time in order to say, like, that's like you going on a job interview and they say, hey, what was a problem that you had? And you be like, you know what? I just care too much. No. You can't use that. You can't.
No, I mean, if you want
But I'm
specifics, yeah,
saying like
I mean, I'm
if you
acknowledging I
having
wasn't
the
perfect.
same you having a similar issue with a second chick, maybe not as extreme. Is
Oh,
it
it's
you or is it them?
completely different issues. Completely different
Oh,
issues.
okay,
And
I got you.
yeah, completely different issues. Like I'm happy where I'm at.
Okay, I got you. Y'all having kids?
The plan is to within maybe like a year or so.
You got a prenup?
No.
Why you ain't get a prenuptial agreement?
Um, just just didn't happen. I mean, I'm not. I'm like at the end of the day, it's like if the whatever I have, I can make it back. If like
Oh, okay.
whatever.
You don't see this as a problem?
I mean, I understand your conversation, but at the same time, it's like
What do you mean?
it's not like she's not doing bad for herself either. She's a physician assistant.
What does that got to do with anything?
I mean, it's not like I'm just like it's like some lopsided thing where it's like I'm doing all the work. Like she does the work too. So it's like it's not really something that's like I understand the importance of it, but it's like not really stressing me out as far as our relationship.
Interesting. You don't think that you needed coaching before you got in a relationship?
No, I think yeah, of course. I think everybody should get coaching before they get in a relationship or whatever. Like I think I think coaching should be a part of life. Like even if you're not going to therapy or anything, I think you should always have individuals like you provide, as far as like mentorship and people talking to you and helping you guide through life. Like I don't think there's any part of your life where you should just like flapping in the wind by yourself.
Interesting. All right. Well, listen, that's what's up. Any additional thoughts?
I mean, not about that, but we can talk about Kendrick now if you want.
Go ahead. You can get your thoughts off. You can say whatever you want to say. This is after hours. You got the floor.
All right. Well, pretty much what I would say is I think the guy was trying to articulate that it was pretty much timing and how Kendrick did navigated that. But you're like, oh, it's not about the time. It's about the lyrics. Well, I think when you talk about the lyrics within itself, I think Kendrick has a better pen at the end of the day. Like if you pull up the credits, it's just Kendrick. If you pull up Drake's credits, it's Drake plus his posse. So it's like when you're talking about as an individual and you're talking about the pen and being able to communicate effectively, then Kendrick has it just based off that alone. But if you want to then also go into how things besides like, all right, Kendrick stepping on Drake's track when he dropped a song like 15 minutes after he dropped one. And you had time to
But
breathe.
the
The
song was
last
trash, in my
okay,
opinion.
that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yeah,
But
I said in my opinion, the song was trash. I mean, we all giving our opinions.
yeah,
You can't
but as
disqualify what I'm saying by saying, well, that's your opinion. You're giving everything that you're saying is your opinion right now.
okay, well, it's not my opinion that literally every survey or any poll that I've seen, it's
Every
like
time.
at least seventy
Every
percent.
time.
No,
Listen,
no,
this
no,
is this
no.
is this
Pause,
is see.
pause.
No. I was rolling
That's a
with you.
statistic. That's a
No, no,
statistic.
no, 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 no. I was rolling with you because even though we may have a difference of opinion, you just
Let me finish it.
disqualified yourself again.
Oh, no, let me qualify the statement. The reason why it's like that is because once you had the things breathe, now everybody's breaking down the bars bar by bar and starting to see like, whoa, the last thing that Drake just dropped was horrible. Why?
Mm.
Because you just said things that you didn't need to say that are now people pulling up receipts, calling you a pedo, qualifying that you got not saying that you're pedo, but you got some suspicious behavior. Yeah,
So
there.
wait. You do realize that you qualified what you just said the same way that the last guy did by going off of a public poll or an opinion based off of what everybody else think instead of standing on what you think and what your own personal opinion is.
No, the last thing I said
No,
was not based on
I
public
let you.
opinion.
Hold on. I'll let you finish.
Okay.
I'll let you get every thought off. So let's dialogue. Let's kick it. You use the same talking points as the last guy, which is very frustrating to me because I would like for people to be free thinkers. See, when I review a video or when I bring a video up on a Millionaire Morning Show or the Anton Daniels channel or whatever, I do not watch the video prior to reviewing it. And one of the things that allows for me to do is have an authentic perspective. And I do not listen to anything that anybody else said or see if anybody else reacted to it because I want my thoughts to be my own. And I don't want to qualify what I'm saying by taking somebody else's talking point or taking somebody else's opinion in order to qualify what I'm saying. And so the reason why this is frustrating for me is because in this social media age, nobody thinks for themselves and everybody looks to be or join in on the bandwagon of what everybody else is saying. If you gave me an authentic thought based off of what you were thinking and that alone, even if it's a difference of opinion in mine, I'm cool with that because I don't want to be in an echo chamber around people that's all thinking the same way. But I have to look at you with the side eye a little bit now because I know that you're tainted. Your opinion is also based off of what everybody else is saying. And that's why you, without me even asking, qualify what you're saying by referencing what everybody else is. I don't care about what everybody else is thinking. I only think what I want to think, and that's where my opinion comes from. I don't understand why do y'all care about what everybody else is saying?
So I don't care. I think this is a result of what's actually being said. So it's like if it's 2 + 2, I can't sit there and be like, well, I have a difference of opinion on that. No, what was said and what's actually been done within Drake's career and what was said in the actual, back and forth through the battle has been validated with like an objective truth.
So you saying that they've proven that, for example, Drake has an 11-year-old daughter. That's an objective truth.
That's not the angle I was going at. No, that's not the objective truth I was.
You said everything that they're saying about him has been proven with an objective truth.
No, I'm saying things that they're saying about him has been proven as objective truth. Not that there's everything that he said. The specific thing that I was actually going to go into before you cut me off was literally him being on stage and having a 17-year-old girl. He didn't know she was 17 at first, but she said she was 17. Then he doubled down and starts talking about her body, starts touching her, kissing all over her face. The whole Millie Bobby Brown thing. She's 14 years old, talking about relationships and stuff, and you're 30-something years old. That's not weird. So I'm just saying those are facts that has been said, that's been proven. Nothing. And then in the case of what Drake has been said, that hasn't even been proven. Talking about he hits his wife, like that hasn't been proven and is a complete false. So if anybody has said any truth, if you just weigh based off who's been more truthful, Kendrick or Drake, Kendrick has been more truthful, and the things that and the way he's delivered his whole thing has been more effective. Plus, he's also the way he even delivered his songs. As far as like there was a build up to the last song where everybody's bumping. Even nobody's bumping Drake's last song, but everybody's bumping Kendrick's last song. It was a crescendo.
Oh, wait. Who is everybody? So you've been outside and you've been listening to hearing everybody bumping Kendrick's song?
You can't go nowhere and not see it.
Have you been outside and where have you seen people bumping Kendrick's song?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean? I'm very, very clear on what I just asked you. You don't get it? Because I know you're an intelligent person. What I'm asking you is, where have you seen people bumping Kendrick stuff outside? Because see, you can't tell me this based off of social media because you don't know. You're not outside. What I'm asking you is, where have you seen this? Because I feel like you're making this up and you haven't actually witnessed it for yourself.
What do you mean they're bumping it? They're like, are you said besides social media?
Outside, you didn't hear me? You want me to say it again?
It's validated. All you gotta do is say yes or no. Is it?
No, I asked you directly. You went outside, and who have you heard bumping Kendrick during this battle?
A lot of people are bumping it. Like no.
Where have you seen somebody bumping it outside?
I've actually drove past somebody and they were bumping in their car.
They was bumping in their car?
Yeah.
So you pulled up next to somebody and what song was they bumping?
This last song that he dropped. Not Like Us.
They was bumping Not Like Us and they had their windows down?
No, they didn't. I still heard it.
Okay, that's cool. How many people was in the car?
One.
You're lying. So you pulled up next to somebody and they was bumping Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Where was you on your way to?
Gym. That's the only place I go to.
It's all cap, bro. This is all cap. 100%.
Why are you saying this cap?
And I can't prove it, and I'm gonna give you that. I just don't believe it.
But at the same time, like
at all. Now, if you ask me, I can tell you, me and Mika, and I told the people this the other day, and I can call her right now. Me and Mika was literally chilling at Gillies, which is a new spot that just opened up on Woodward, right in Detroit. And the first thing that as soon as we sat down in our corner booth, the first thing that they started playing was the Drake disc, and it went up.
Before or after Not Like Us came out?
It was on Saturday. We was out Saturday, so I don't know what the day was that it came out.
So before Not Like Us came out, and that was the first like real bumping track that Kendrick put out, as far as like club bangers.
Okay, cool. I can't prove it, but I don't believe you.
But at the same time, it's like you're not going to hear Drake no more. Universal right now is actually trying to stop the beef because they're costing them.
How do you know? How do you know this? No. Don't laugh. How do you know this?
It's being reported.
By who?
Well, I mean, different people, specifically academics, is probably the closest person to this whole battle.
So you personally heard that Universal is trying to get them to stop the beef because Drake is in trouble.
Far as money, yes, with the whole PDF stuff. It's hurting his brand. He has a $400 million deal with playing his music with the NFL.
Y'all got listen, bro. Y'all gotta stop capping, bro. Y'all making it up as y'all go, and this is the problem again. And I stand on this. The problem with a lot of these people that come up on these platforms that have these opinions, they are not free thinkers.
No, it's validated. They're both under Universal. Drake's publishing is under Universal. Kendrick's publishing is under Universal.
Don't please. We having a conversation. We just kicking it. Y'all heard another nigga say it, and another nigga told another nigga that another nigga said it, and now that's what y'all get y'all sources from.
But it can be validated.
By how? How did you validate it?
I mean, but by the fact that they're both under Universal. And how did you validate it? You got it. I didn't validate it.
So why did you say it could be validated then? Are you really prepared to debate me?
Oh, you're just saying that nothing exists and it's all your feelings.
No, I'm questioning why you say what you say. And when I deep dive far enough, you can't qualify your argument. You just talking. You asked for this. You said that you wanted to come up here and debate me. And so I obliged you. And everything in every turn that we go down, you just talking based off of something that you heard another nigga said and another nigga said. And when I say, okay, well, how can you validate it? You say, no, you got it.
You can validate
that's not being able to debate me. You can't debate me.
But you can validate by saying, Drake just signed a $400 million deal. Kendrick.
No. Let's not move off of the point that we standing on. How can you validate it? Well, because you just talking off of your opinion, and if you say, okay, well, this is my opinion of it, then that's one thing. But you saying it like it's like you know, and you don't.
I mean, but all you're saying is everything is based off your feeling of I think Drake won because of nothing.
I don't think he get what you're saying, Tom.
I know he don't, but I know he actually get it. This is what people do. This is what smart people do because he's smart. He's very smart, and he knows that I know how smart he is, right? But this is the strategy that smart people do. They act like they're deer in headlights and that they're not as smart. Now, I don't really understand what you're saying when they understand perfectly fine what I'm saying, but they know they're in a corner and they don't know how to claw themselves out. And so it's very difficult a lot of times for people to get themselves out of a jam that they put themselves into, and they smart, and so they don't want to really be able to qualify their statement and just say, yo, okay, I was off. I was wrong. You got this one, Anton. And
I actually did that at one point.
They act like they don't get it. He gets it. He knows what he's talking about. He understands exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you? Come on, let's be for real. You know what I'm talking about. At least, no. At least give me that. At least give me that. You very much understand what I'm saying. but it's just
No, I
difficult for you to
wasn't
be
in
able
the
to
meeting.
qualify
I
your
wasn't in
argument.
the meeting in the room. No, I wasn't in the meeting in the room.
No. Give me the fact that you know what I'm saying, but you can't qualify your argument, and so now you feign in ignorance.
No, I
At least give
understand
me
what
that.
I understand what you're saying. I
So
understand what you're saying.
Smitty, he just admitted to you that he understands what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
But what you're
go
asking,
ahead, keep going.
but you're asking something. We're having a public opinion argument based off what you're like. Oh, what's your opinion? Don't think about everybody else's thing. So I'm giving you a critical thinking thought, and you're just saying, oh, qualify it. But we're having an opinion based thing based off how I feel about something.
No, I thought we was having a conversation. You came up here and said I want to debate you.
Understood, but you said that you
So
said
if
we were
you
just
come
having.
up here and say, Anton, I want to debate you, and then I say, okay, I oblige you, you can't then start to back out saying, oh man, no, this is an opinion-based thing. No, this is a debate. This is something that you asked for, and so this is something that you got to dig yourself out of.
And
But
you
also,
check me by
also,
saying, "Oh, you're just repeating what everybody else says."
but
When I
also
try
too,
to
You
give you,
are. That's exactly what you're doing.
I
okay,
do want to say this though, because like when he asked you, I don't know what your name is.
I said, yo, let's just have a conversation. He said, oh, we can call it whatever. He said, well, let's
I,
debate.
I ain't even talking about that one. But when you asked him, where did you hear him play? Where did you hear the Kendrick song being played at? He said he heard one person in the car, and then he said after that was only place that I go is to the gym and back home.
Correct.
So how can you say I'm outside and I hear other people hearing it play, but then you said out your own mouth you only go one place and you come right back home. That's not being outside. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, no, that's a reasonable thing, but like at the same time, is even if I'm going to one place, what's the likelihood if I hear this one place, I'm not going to hear some other places? So you're saying the only place that anybody ever plays the song is in the gym or going to the gym?
No, what I'm
You
saying
could
is
listen. You could say whatever you could hear it. I didn't even disqualify that. I just said that I didn't believe it, but I didn't disqualify the argument. But everything else that you're saying is nonsense.
What's nonsense? Because at the end of the day, I believe what I'm saying is accurate. So you're saying everything I'm saying is not like nonsense is ridiculous.
Okay, that's cool.
When obviously like you're the as thing grows, you're actually pushing yourself on the wrong side of history right now.
I'm not
Dev,
trying
let me
to.
let me
I'm
help
not
you out.
trying to be on the right side of history. I have my own opinion and my own thoughts. I don't
Right.
care. Listen. The one thing that everybody knows about me, Slimmy know it about me, Smitty knows it about me, the audience knows it about me, is that
Don't matter.
I don't care what everybody else thinks.
Don't matter.
Y'all, and this is the problem with your argument, and why you'll never ever be able to beat me in a debate, is that I'm not focused on what everybody else thinks. I'm not trying to be on the right side of history. I only care about what I care about. And I have my own thoughts and my own opinion, and that's what makes me more dangerous than a lot of y'all in a conversation or a debate. Because when you start spewing talking points that you can't validate based off of your own perspective, I'm going to challenge it. But if you ask me what I think and why I think it, it doesn't necessarily have to be of your opinion, or I don't necessarily have to think based off of how you see it, or we can have a difference of opinion, but I can qualify it based off of why I believe it. And that's the difference. It's not a right or wrong. Debates are never a right or wrong. A debate isn't even trying to prove something. A debate is the ability to be able to argue something on a different point or a different perspective. You could have told me to pick either side and I can argue it effectively because I know that everything that you stand on is going to be based off of what somebody else told you, or public opinion or popular thought. It has nothing to do with it. See, and this
So
is
let
why
me,
I prefer. This is why I prefer to have a conversation, because a conversation is you giving me your thoughts, I'm taking into consideration. I'm giving you my thoughts, you take it into consideration. But a debate is you trying to beat me in an argument, and you can't because you don't stand on anything. You stand on what everybody else is standing on, and they standing on shaky ground because they all just hearing it from everybody else, and it just becomes the public opinion. It don't become truth. Truth is what you can prove, is what you can substantiate. And I can pick either argument, and the position that I take is going to be based off of my own authentic thoughts, and you'll never be able to beat me like that. You can't beat me
so
like that.
Let me ask you one question.
This is why I didn't want to debate you. I asked you to have a conversation, but you wanted to go down this path, so let's do it.
Let me ask you one question. Do you think anybody's too rich to be caught up in sex trafficking?
What?
No.
So then L by Drake, right?
I'm sorry?
I said L by Drake, right?
What does that have to what are you talking about?
I'm just saying. I'm getting your
So
thoughts about the
he's got
actual content
wait,
of.
are you saying that he got a sex trafficking charge?
No, I know within the contents of Drake's song, he
Context.
says
Context.
he is too rich to be caught up in this sex trafficking thing.
So,
I'm
okay,
asking,
so let me break down that lyric for you because I'm sure you didn't catch the context. And this is one of the reasons why Kendrick fans need a refresher course on hip hop and rap 101. What he was basically saying is that he would never put himself in a position to lose his legacy or lose how much money he's making based off of the fact that these are little dumb accusations and he can sleep with whoever it is that he wants to. The context of the lyric isn't that I'm too rich to ever get trapped up in it. It's I'm too rich to ever put myself in a position to ever fumble the bag based off of doing something that you accuse me of that's not true. That's the context of the lyric. If you look at all of the things that he said prior to and afterwards, that's the context. But if you take one line by itself, I guess you wouldn't really understand it. And this is why y'all got to stop reading blogs and reading Twitter and start listening to the lyrics for yourself in order to break it down and decipher it for yourself.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like if you're in a rap battle, you can't be saying some stuff like that could be misinterpreted the wrong way.
Or you can go and listen to the lyrics yourself and draw your own conclusions.
I did. And
You
then he
did.
also brings up the was it Millie Brown, whatever that little girl is in the song, and that was never even brought up in the beef. But then people are looking back at it because he brought it up.
Why you keep jumping from subject to subject before admitting that you was wrong about the one that I just proved on you?
No, I'm not wrong.
Well, let's finish one thing before we jump over to the next one. So just say that you was wrong.
No, I'm not
You
wrong.
didn't understand the context of the lyric because either you didn't listen to it, either you didn't break it down, or you decided to quote it without having any understanding behind it.
No, that's not true at all. I would never ride with that lyric. I've read it. I read that lyric like 10 times.
But did you listen to it in the context by which he was spitting it? Because just reading the lyric versus
I've actually pulled up the lyrics and read the lyrics and broke it down.
Did you listen to it?
See, that's what you're talking about. Listen to it because you think about feelings. I'm saying what the man actually
I'm not. It has nothing to do with feelings. Listen, the way that you say something and the way that you deliver it is 10 times more effective than the way that you're reading it.
Okay, yeah, I listened to it
and I read it. Slimmy is a veteran battle rapper. A person can be lyrical, and then a person can be aggressive that's not as lyrical, and the person that's aggressive will actually win the battle depending on his delivery if it's effective, if it's as effective enough.
It's facts. Complete 100% facts. I've seen some of the best lyricists literally just straight up lose because they just don't have a good delivery. And the dude that they were battling, but the dude that they were battling was nowhere near as lyrical, nowhere near, but they were way more strong with their delivery. They had more conviction and people believed them way more. So they won. Literally right there on the spot. It didn't even matter about the cameras. It didn't matter about if you saw the replay, none of that shit, bro. Like
Slimmy, I'm gonna add to that too. That person probably was able to read the room too.
Facts. 1,000% was able to read the room. 1,000% correct.
So if you read a battle rap from a battle rapper, for example, it's gonna have a completely different impact than seeing him perform it in front of a crowd, control the crowd, how he say it, how he bring it back, his delivery in a way in which he hit it, and the facial expression of his opponent. And so that's why you need, listen, God gave us all these senses in order for us to use it for a reason. And if you don't understand the context by which it's being said, by listening to it in a way that it's delivered, it don't matter how many times you look at Rap Genius.
So there's a proper way I can say, if I was effing young girls, I promise I would have been arrested. There's a good way to say that.
It's not about if it's a good way to say it. It's understanding the context by which it's said. if you just read that lyric to me, right? The lyric that we debating about the fact that he said he too rich to get caught up in something like that.
I'm way too
It
famous
could
for
be
the.
interpreted two different ways depending on what the intention of the person that's saying it. But when you break it down, it reminds me of, and I hate to use this as a reference point, but it's relevant in this conversation. I see people misquote the Bible all the time. They'll use a scripture and it'll be an accurate scripture, but then the application of how they're using it doesn't
Off
hit.
point.
And then they
Yep.
could absolutely deceive somebody by just quoting that scripture, but if you add the context that happened before it and after it, it's actually a reason why they said it the way that they said it, and it actually hit different because the meaning of it changed depending on if you have the understanding behind it. And so it's not enough to just quote it and just say it and say, "Hey, are you telling me that ain't?" No, you got to understand the full context by which it's said. Even people that do interviews, they say, "Oh man." They take out certain parts and then they leave. If you just leave the one thing that they said and leave it by itself without adding the additional context before and after and hearing the entire conversation, you would think that it meant something that it different. And that's one of the reasons why people chop stuff up. But if you actually listen to it in the full context of the song, I guarantee you wouldn't be saying the same thing that you're saying right now. That's how I know you're not really a rap fan. You a Drake hater.
No,
You're not a rap fan. It's different.
those things that he said would never ever. I've listened to it. I've read it.
No, you
10
haven't.
times
No,
over.
you haven't. No, you haven't. You just said
Dev, come on, bro.
you lying now because you just said
No,
something.
Come on, bro.
no. I'm not lying because I literally work at home on my computer all day, and I'm just literally.
That don't mean nothing. I work at home on the computer too.
So I'm listening. I'm
What does
literally
that
been listening
mean?
to these
Okay,
songs on
so
repeat.
because you're a work from home husband, and that gives more credence to your argument.
Yes, because I'm saying I have the time and availability to listen and read these things over and over again. That's what I'm qualifying.
Anybody could put in headphones. Anybody could put in headphones and listen to something all day, no matter what type of job you have.
Yeah,
This
and
is
What do
nobody
you
has
mean,
nobody.
Dev?
How many times I listen
Dev,
to it? I'm not gonna say that stuff.
Dev, you tripping, bro. You
No,
tripping, bro. Come on,
no.
man.
Put a
Come
poll
on,
in the
man.
chat. Put a poll in the chat.
No,
Nobody
don't
gonna
put a
say
poll
that.
in the
Slimmy,
chat.
Slimmy, this is crazy work.
Yeah,
Nobody.
this is ill right here. This is ill. Come on, Z. I ain't no cosign. I got my own thoughts. Chill out with
I
that,
don't
bro.
see no Diddy. I don't see no pause. He just said it.
What you mean?
He didn't say no Diddy. He didn't say no pause. He just said it.
What you talking about? What, Drake?
If I was effing young girls, I promise I would have been arrested. I am too famous for that S you suggested.
He's reading it off the computer right now.
Just because I'm making sure I wasn't saying it wrong,
Oh,
incorrectly.
no. I get it. I get why you're reading it. I get it. Okay, I understand that.
Just so
But
I'm not bringing it out of context. So you
no,
can't just
no.
manipulate. I'm reading something that you saying I don't see what I see right now. That's what you're saying.
This
I
is
don't see
amazing.
No.
what
But wait. Nobody's arguing what you see.
This is
Nobody's
amazing.
arguing that. Context, though. Context is what you're missing.
I
So,
heard.
for
I heard
instance,
that. I would have never.
no. But wait. Now, what I think is you might not want to accept a different perspective of what that context should be. Like, because you more so a Kendrick fan, so that makes sense. And I ain't got no argument with that. I can't debate that with you. That's what side
So
you stand on. But when someone's giving you what it could be a different perspective, you just completely throwing it out the water. That ain't how we do things, though, man. Like, you got to
so
be able to see a valid point.
This is
I have a
crazy.
question for you, Matt. Is it not important when you're doing a rap battle that you say something
After
articulate?
this question, I want to get into the Drake house getting shot up thing. I want to do the video.
Oh yeah, that's ill,
Okay.
bro. Yeah, that's
Go
ill.
ahead. Ask your question. Go ahead.
So, I mean, is it not important as you're creating these beats and the fact that Drake has ghostwriters that should have vetted that stuff and understood that that could have been taken out of context? Now, let me finish. That delivery and how things could be interpreted should be important. And that's when somebody's going to rebut something you say, you need to kind of tighten some things up. You can't just say some willy-nilly stuff. And
I agree 1,000%. I feel like that's the one part where I feel like Drake kind of dropped the ball. So that you pointed that out, I could get it with you on that. That's a legit point. That's a legit point. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. He definitely should have thought that line out because you have to think deeper and have to add more context to actually grasp what he's saying. So on the surface, you're absolutely correct. But when you really think about it and you start deep diving into it from a different perspective, from take just you being someone listening out of it and you putting yourself in Drake's position, it would make more sense. Even though he could have said it differently.
Fair.
I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you at all.
These Kendrick fans disgust me, bro.
I knew it.
These Kendrick fans absolutely disgust me, man. Let me read some. Let me.
I need to buy you a compromise shirt. What is it? That's what Kendra said.
Oh,
Anti-compromise.
oh,
I don't
what that
compromise.
wallet?
I don't compromise.
Wow.
I utterly destroy. I don't compromise. I utterly
There
destroy.
is no compromising at all.
J Dub says, "Oh yeah, I read that one. Shout out to J Dubs about the therapy." Wealth Mindset says Kendrick's pen and strategy was too much for Drake. You cried charts last week. Now the lyrics, I cried charts last week. Okay, acceptance and popularity is on K-Doc's side. Just each acceptance and popularity. This is the typical Kendrick fan. Acceptance and popularity is on Kendrick's side. I'm glad that y'all talk. The more that y'all talk, the more available y'all make yourselves for criticism. Rayshawn is the only person that I would ever co-sign as a therapist. To simplify, therapy helps people process their thoughts and emotions more effectively in order to achieve their goals, whatever they may be, and live a more desirable life. Side note: Drake won. See,
Oh,
this is why he's great.
oh.
UMG is begging Kendrick. See, is this where you got your talking point from?
What's up? No, it's out. It's definitely out there. I mean, I don't have it out like
there
in front of me.
Give me a second. Let me read the rest of these. Therapy. We pay for things in life we should have gotten from God, the Bible, and our parents. If they weren't poisoned from eating, we pay for our sin. Shout out to you. Ruel Black, the Crypto Rue podcast says, honestly, better than therapy. Honestly, better than therapy. The Landmark Forum. I got much more out of that than therapy. I don't even know what the Landmark Forum is. Does anybody know anything about that? I don't know.
The Crypto Rue podcast? No, I'm not hip.
No, I'm not hip to it, but I have to look it up. Mr. Clean says Drake was rapping drop on 50 push-ups. On his last joint, he was telling Kendrick to stop. I'm sure he got that from a talking point on Twitter, too. Victor Williams says, next time you hop on camera, brush your beard. Matter of fact, get that Teej. Get that Teej pack. Wealth Miner says, AD, this glazing is looking sus, bro. He also says AD is just playing contrarian to hear his own voice. He then also says Kendrick is 1v20 and he's still killing him. OV. See, listen to these people. They got the same talking points. Ray B says Anton, that too rich line is him arguing a fallacy. Euphoria is real hip hop. Y'all pop fans, stop it. Bro trying to analyze Drake lyrics like he's grading a paper. And my girl Messi, what up, Messi? Messi says, who says Slimmy can rap? I heard he should only be rapping at Christmas time. Is that true, Slimmy?
Let her talk, man. Let her troll, man.
Slimmy be having all of the ladies on his head. I'm going to just say that, though.
I don't know what's going on, man. Messi better have them ribs wired to me, though.
Yeah. Well, mine says 80 really tried to ignore I said lyrics first. Get up off your knees, dog. This looks sad like Drake sounded on that flop full of cap. Shout out to all of the super chats. I appreciate. I don't know. Shout out to all of the super chats. I appreciate y'all. Let me dive into this video because I actually want to talk about some stuff today.
This is ill, man.
Let me see if I can get this up. So this is the news report. I'm gonna just play this really quickly in order to give some context for those of you that may not be familiar with what's going on out in these streets. This is basically what's happening over in Toronto.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to get to. This is some aerial footage of the house from Drake. This is the rapper Drake right there. This is his house in Toronto. There was a shooting that happened earlier outside Drake's Toronto home, and one person was injured in this. According to TMZ, sources confirm the injured person is a member of Drake's security team. Now, police have yet to say if they believe the shooting is related to the Kendrick Lamar feud. Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been feuding for quite some time, releasing diss tracks against one another. But again, police have revealed the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the upper chest, and it does appear to have been a drive-by attack. Also, there has been impact across the Atlantic. In London, someone reportedly vandalizing Drake's store, spray painting, quote, "They not like us" on the store's front window.
We can't hear you, Anton.
No, my bad. I said this is the shit that I don't like, man. Because it's like fans aren't fans; they turn into stands. And people are literally out here vandalizing stores over a rap hip hop in which the people was saying that it was supposed to be kept on wax. And this is why I said that J. Cole was right. No matter what you say, no matter how much we play it, this is why I say J. Cole was right. Because J. Cole was like, you know what? I like my peace. I live drama free. I can ride my bike down the street without any kind of problems or whatever like that. And it never ever just stays on wax. It always goes outside of that shit. And people get too obsessive, man. They get too obsessive, bro.
Anton, my whole sentiment with this is, prime example, I'm pretty sure when Pac and all the different people was having their beefs way back then, everybody was hyping, going out, listen to the music, whatever. But then when people actually bodies start dropping, then it's, well, hold on, it's not that serious. We shouldn't have been doing this, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. J. Cole got out when he seen the shit coming, but I was telling people like Baca, he was making posts like it was about to be some real shit happening. And I think so by J. Cole being on tour and being with them, he knew something. He heard something. He saw something. He was just like, I'll just look crazy, but I'm out of here.
Yep.
And he did.
And I think he was smart.
And I said that shit, man. Like something had to happen on the end of that tour that he saw. And he was just like, you know what? Because he took the song down. He didn't want to. He don't want no parts of it. He don't want no parts of it, man.
I believe that this is one of the things that I hate about hip hop and I hate about rap, bro. Because you just don't see this when people feud with any other genre of music, man. And no matter how much, and I called this shit. I said, okay. And I said it way before this, when J. Cole first bowed out, and everybody, and I was listening to Rory and Mal. Rory and Mal was like, this just rap, man. It's just rap. Ain't nothing happening. It's just rap. It's never just rap. You don't get a bunch of dudes that all team up in order to try to take you down and say it's just rap. No, that shit is personal. And when you start to, man, listen, all I know is if anybody ever gets hurt over whatever, whether it's Drake versus The Weeknd versus Drake versus Kendrick, whatever it is, when people start getting hurt and when, it started being vandalism and the shit starts spiraling out of control, everybody gonna wash their hands of it and say, I ain't want nothing to do with it. Or I didn't know. Or any of this other shit. Yo, this culture, that's what makes it toxic, is because people cannot remove their own personal feelings and just take it for what it is. It's supposed to be just music. But it's not. It's always about a lifestyle. It get personal. It get dirty. Next thing you know, people's houses is getting. And I ain't got time for that shit, bro.
Yeah,
this shit is horrible.
I think this is definitely deeper than all of us actually know. I think they're just scratching the surface. So one of the things that's been brought up is that The Weeknd's manager house got shot up a week ago.
Yeah, I heard about that too. But I mean, that either way, again, it's stupid because most of the time it's not even the people that is in the beef, it's the people that's around you. And you can't control All I know is J. Cole is the winner.
I don't know. I think I gotta. I think you gotta hold. I think you gotta hold. I think you gotta hold. Yeah, J. Cole's the winner as far as bowing out, but I think you gotta hold Drake accountable into the
Oh,
couple.
says the Kendrick fan.
No. I'm just like I'm being serious. Like it's not trying to be biased. I'm just saying, like everybody, the Baca guy, Chubbs, and everybody, like those people are actually in the street. They're actually in the street, and they're tying them to what actually happened to. Well, they're speculating, not tying, speculating that they're tying that to what happened to the Weeknd's manager, and then that was what happened to his house is retaliation to what his camp did over in that direction.
First of all,
So,
you
like,
you speaking speculative because you can't prove anything, and so it's all hearsay. You got to be careful with that.
so, but all right. So I would say if I had any evidence in push-ups,
You got to say allegedly, bro.
all right. No, I'm not saying allegedly this because this is proven in push-ups. The manager's name. No.
Allegedly.
Let me finish.
Allegedly.
The manager's name is mentioned in 2 songs. Like I was wondering, like I was getting what things that actually pulled me away from Drake in the beef was that he wouldn't just talk about Kendrick. He was always talking about other people. And one of the other people that he was
What do
always
you mean,
constantly
man?
talking
Hold
about.
on, wait. Kendrick literally said, "I hope you die."
No, I get that, but I'm just saying. Understood that.
No. Keep the same energy across the board, bro. He said, "I hope you die." He started talking about his kid. He fucking talked about his mother, his father, his kid, and all of this shit. He not innocent in this shit. Like you can't just put it on one person, bro. If you gonna start dissecting lyrics, then you gonna have to look at it across the board. Yo, you such a stan that you can't even look at it objectively both ways.
But all right, the point is, I don't think you're listening to it objectively because you would actually listen to the point that I was saying that he names this guy 2 times that the house who actually got shot up. The guy.
What does that have to do with anything? That's why I said that it gets dirty. It's never going. You missing the whole point that I'm saying. I'm saying across the board in hip hop in general, when it goes into a battle, it goes to hell. Because it's not just about lyrics anymore, it gets personal. And when you start naming children and you start naming wives and baby mamas and mothers and fathers and all of that shit, and you start wishing death on people, you can't control how people react to it.
But I'm saying there's difference between words and actions. What I'm saying, so there's no difference between words and action. There was an action taken against this guy's house who Drake is naming in his rap beefs. And then the same thing happens. Like this, what I'm saying is like everybody was saying we can do this.
Oh, you got to get up off your knees, man.
No, but we're saying keep it on wax.
You got to get up off your knees, bro. You got to stop, man. You got to get up off your knees, bro.
So I'm supposed to ignore the lyrics.
No, you supposed to keep it. You supposed to keep it G across the board.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that you keep trying to blame it on one person or another. I'm telling you that the culture turns toxic across the board when it starts to deep dive into beef and rap. It's never staying on wax. That's what I'm saying. The reason why I say that J. Cole is the winner is because it never just ends. Shit be forever.
Yeah.
People hate each other forever. If they see each other in the streets, it's a forever thing. Across the board, the whole culture turns toxic, and you don't see this in any other genre. I hate the fact, regardless of whether or not I think this person won or this person won, I hate the fact that we can't never, ever just keep it music. It never just stays music, bro. So I'm not picking a side when we having this part of the conversation. Yes, I pick a side when I say who won the battle, but when I'm saying, as far as the actual records battle, but when it comes to the culture and people's houses getting shot up, I don't like that shit. I don't care about none of that. I don't like people suffering, and most of the time, it's never the people, the big artist that suffers the most. It's always the residual effects and the fallout because don't nobody give a fuck about a security guard. Nobody cares about a security guard, but that dude probably got a family. And the shit just be fucked up, man. The junk is always, it's just dumb, bro. Like I didn't like it when my man from the Migos died.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
I don't like none of that shit, bro. I hate
horrible.
it. I don't care how much I dislike a person. I would never wish death or jail on somebody, bro. because these people be having families and
Never.
people that depend on them, and the culture is just toxic in that way, bro. It's just always toxic, bro.
So I have a question on that. Is like, so
Let
would
me
you say
guess.
that we just need,
Drake, I got you. Go ahead.
would you say that we need that the rap beef and like the back and forth, everything that we've been entertained by this entire time shouldn't have happened?
Yes, that's exactly what I think should happen. And the only reason that I think that it shouldn't happen because I want it to. I want to see the lyrical warfare. I want to see who makes the best records. But the reason that I say that it shouldn't happen, and I'm not gonna not talk about it because that's what's, you know what I'm saying. That's what the conversation is about the culture right now. But I don't want it to happen because I know that it doesn't just stop on record. Somebody got to get shot. Somebody got to get hurt. Somebody got to die. Somebody got to go and do something to somebody. You know what was so interesting? You know what stopped? Well, this is my opinion, and Slimmy may have a different perspective or whatever. But you know what actually stopped the whole thing? Jay-Z felt like he went too far and that it was deep diving and it was delving into a dark space once he dropped Super
Yep.
Ugly. And
Yep. He did.
people forget that part because people will say, well, Jay and Nas, nobody got hurt during that. Jay readily admits that it was getting ugly and that he had to stop after he dropped that record super ugly and that he regretted it because it started deep diving into something way deeper.
Yeah, because Allen Iverson was about to get on his ass.
And it started going dark. And until he was like, you know what? Nah, I made a mistake. You know what? That should have never happened. It took some some personal accountability for that to not go as far as it was going. And I just think that it always delves into that dark space.
Yep.
It get beyond that, bro. And then people start picking sides. You know, I remember people picking sides in the East Coast West Coast beef with Pac and Big, and then bodies start dropping, and niggas act like they never pick sides. Shit is weird, bro.
Yeah. At this point, it doesn't even matter about nothing. That the security guard, we don't even know what happened to this dude. Like this shit is terrible. J. Cole did the right thing. Like I said, I was cool with it as long as it stayed on wax. That's just been my whole thing the whole time.
Yeah.
But I knew once Drake said something about his wife, and then he comes back and he got all this other shit going on. Then he starts saying the P word on record. It's up because the
Yeah.
one dude Baca, that mofo was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready to do something. He was ready, and I know people had to talk him down because you got to also remember the dynamic of this. This ain't just like East Coast West Coast beef. This is two countries battling now.
What if something happened to one of these dudes, bro? Like one of them died.
Oh man,
and God forbid anything happen. But would it still be? Would it still be?
That ain't it. That ain't it.
But I think
No. Joe Biden's touchy hands. This is cap. Most rap beefs do not end peacefully. Fuck no.
They don't. They
Fuck
never
no.
do. They
That is
never do.
cap.
They never
Man,
do.
man, listen here, man. Just stop the bullshit. I've been at rap battles, local rap battles, where dudes I know, they started a fucking riot over the rap battle.
Yeah.
They weren't even battling. They were there for two camps. I was in one of them. I had to stop, literally take chairs from out of people's hands. They were tearing up this dude's establishment because somebody set a bar that they didn't like. And they walked past somebody and they bumped them. You can't tell me that this shit always end peacefully. The fuck they don't. Man,
Yeah, I think
I,
we just like to see bloodshed, bro. We don't give a fuck about the residual about it. And I don't like that, bro. Honestly, I genuinely don't like that.
but I think
Lee,
this
man,
whole
how often does that happen? I done seen somebody. Okay, so that was one incident. I seen another where dudes got stabbed. They was right by me. Dudes got stabbed. A night where I was battling. Another night, this dude grabbed my dude's wife's behind. He got knocked out.
Yeah.
No, this shit do not end peacefully, man. It is exactly. If it's negative energy around all this shit. It's never just straight up like honest sparring. It's never that. This shit is all niggas always gotta go fucking personal, and they always gotta dig too fucking deep, and it always goes fucking left.
Yeah.
Always. Because most
Yeah.
people, they are not built for that shit. They
Yeah,
aren't
I'd
built for
rather
the
be J.
insults.
Cole. I'd rather be J. Cole right now than any of these niggas.
1,000% I'd rather be J. Cole.
Yep.
Said what he had to say, got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I'd rather be J. Cole. I wouldn't want to
50
be.
and Ja, 50 and
Yeah,
Ja Rule. That shit was
forever.
bloodshed.
It's forever up. It's forever up.
That shit was bloodshed.
I don't think that Jay and Nas really rock with each other.
Man, they don't. They
I
don't.
don't think they like each other
Jay-Z,
at all.
Jay-Z still to this day will anytime Nas drop, Jay-Z is trying to one up him. After they supposedly settled the beef and got on the same label, was on the same terms, was cool, did Black Republicans together.
Yep.
Even after that, to this day, Jay-Z still holds a grudge with Nas because he got smoked and he can't handle it.
Yeah, I think that it's always going to be up. 100%.
Always.
100%.
Always.
And is that's just the way it go.
Yeah, and when you and honestly,
men don't end wars peacefully, bro. We beef forever because we
facts.
never forget.
Facts. And also, you gotta also remember this: it's not just Drake and Kendrick anymore. It's the camps. It's OVO. It's TDE. It's West Coast. It's Canada. Some of these people, they don't have fucking talent.
Yep.
They talent don't speak for them. What they gonna do? They gonna grab guns.
Yeah.
They don't have fucking talent.
Yeah, they shooters. Hey,
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I wanna drop down. I'm gonna get up off of this. I'm gonna bring King Spark in here real quick. Give me a second. Let me make sure I get y'all all together. Yeah, y'all could keep talking. I'm just gonna.
No. Drake's back. Drake. Man, this is cap, man.
I think
go ahead, Dan.
I think one point that like kind of brought up is like I was thinking of is like saying that it's the culture and everything. I think the beef was just the bubbling up of things that were happening in the background. I think this all was like a set of things that was just bubbling up in the background, and I don't know. I guess I just don't know what the fix is for it, because then it's just like saying completely wipe off or like the an art form, because at the end of the day, niggas gonna be niggas.
Well,
what up, King Spark?
What's up,
G? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. What's the word, big dog?
Man, this shit is a tragedy, dog.
Why you say that?
Because, man, I used to do security for some artists and whatnot, and this dude done got shot working for fucking Drake. You understand what that means? This dude, when you take your security job, Drake would have been my damn dream job. You ain't supposed to be doing that, but keeping women away from clawing him or some shit like that, and maybe break up a fist fight somewhere. You're not supposed to catch one in the chest for Drake.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it is. It is. When you break it down from that lens, that do make sense, bro.
Like,
That's
that shit is super duper wild to me. You know what I mean? And if it's some real gangster rap niggas that getting in a shit and they live that life and that's what it is, then let it be what it's gonna be. But Drake?
No, I mean, it's all the same though, because you got to remember, bro. I don't know if y'all remember, and we sweep a lot of this shit under the rug. It's a lot of people that died and a lot of people that got it. Listen, Dolph, him down in Memphis. That's one. You also got to take into consideration what happened with Young Thug and Wayne. People forget about Wayne's bus getting shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. All of these different feuds and stuff, Jeezy and Gucci.
Yeah.
It's a lot of this shit that just be jumping off, and this junk is not. I ain't never seen it. Maybe except for the 80s or some shit, but I ain't never seen it just be cool. After the 90s, it was up on everything.
Don't forget, Clifton came to Ohio trying to be big bad flexer. Threw some money on somebody in Cincinnati. Threw money on him. They chase him on the highway. Get his whole van shot up. His best friend gets smoked.
Yeah.
T.I. T.I.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it
Yeah.
seemed
That's
like
it.
we must not got no hope because if the rich niggas is trying to kill each other, what do we get money for? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's true.
You wait to get
Facts.
$100 million and then beef with a nigga. If I got $100 million
Facts.
and you got a problem with me for real,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna disappear, dog.
And most
You'll never
important,
hear from me again. I'll be
most
gone with
important,
my $100 million some goddamn where.
most
Like,
important. Oh my bad. Go ahead. But most important,
nah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna say most importantly, most of these people don't even own their masters or own their shit. So when they die,
Woo!
they ain't leaving shit.
Facts. Facts. That's crazy. That's the crazy part. Also, man, somebody said something. Drake's last two beefs did not end peacefully. It took Jay Prince to step in and
3.
tell
What
him
was it?
to stop rapping about Pusha T before the shit go left. That's not true. It took a mediator from the outside to step in because the shit was with Pusha T was about to go left.
And
That's
listen, I'm
not
gonna tell
true.
you, Pusha T is not hard to find either. That dude is.
Exactly.
I ran into him by luck, by happenstance, when I was in Virginia. I just so happened to be in the same building as the dude, and he was standing outside, and he was by himself on the phone, and he was, he had the Maybach truck and all of that, and his studio just so happened to be right there, next to the spot that we was shooting out of, because I was down there with my man's Bricks, and I had to wind up doing another podcast, and I was like, and I was just looking like, damn, this shit don't seem that safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these guys,
So
man, it's hard to find. They're not hard to get at. And, it's unfortunate, bro. Like, we can't just get money. It's all going to be competitive. Everything that you do is competitive. You can open up a store or a restaurant across the street from a nigga that got another restaurant that's going to be competitive. But we always take that shit to the 10th, bro. Like,
facts.
it's up. It's up on everything. If you got a problem with a dude, that's why a lot of times I just be like, oh, you know what, you got it, fam. Because I already know that it don't end. It's never gonna end. I'd be like, you got it, fam. And even some people where I'd be like, yeah, you got it, bro, no big deal. Them niggas still be talking shit. They still be talking shit.
Facts.
As content creators, niggas be beefing.
Or prime example, in time when you used to have Fight Club running and people used to get into it and
Yeah,
they
I used
fight.
to come up on the panel and I wake up in the middle. Niggas be my phone going crazy. Ding, 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 all through the night. I wake up, I jump off. Anton, you gotta stop this shit. Niggas talking about pulling up on each other because they got a disagreement on the internet.
Nah,
That's
you
facts.
need to put Ty, you need to
What?
put some money into a celebrity
I know
boxing
I
venue,
started to do
dog.
that shit, but then I realized that
For everybody
because
talking that
if I did
shit,
that,
just
I
send them
had
an
came up with that
e-contract.
idea.
Like, yo, you gotta smack that nigga, dog. Y'all talking, sign
But
your e-contract, pull up.
You
You
Bro,
can't
got
do that
6
because
weeks to
Drake gonna
get
say
right.
listen,
no. All
listen.
this.
You know what the problem with that is though? Is that you set that shit up and it go the same way as when you meet a nigga at the club or y'all have a rap battle. One
It still
side get
shouldn't count.
mad, or maybe somebody get the best of somebody and that shit go left. Cause you still
Yeah,
can't control what they do after they
you right.
leave.
Facts.
You
That's where
right.
the
but they,
problem is at.
but also too when he did do that, people weren't really, a lot of people weren't really about that. It was just for show.
Who?
But that's the problem, though, man. Like the whole generation so pussyfied, dog. It's like we used to punch each other in the face and be playing basketball the next day.
Yeah,
Like
that's
for
true.
real.
But
Like
that's because we actually
for
knew each
real.
other though. But we knew each
That
other though.
yeah. But that's how we. I mean, it just be like that. You could just take a L. I
Yeah,
got scars. I got scars here. I got scar here. Like you could just take a L.
yeah,
That's it. But nowadays, it's like that shit don't even exist no more. Niggas ain't even fighting at all.
yeah.
We just in a different
But you
time,
can't
but
fight no more because everybody's strapped though.
you right. So you know where I be? In the house.
Yep, you and me both. You and me both. I'll be in the crib. I'll be in the crib, slow motion, talking to y'all, kicking it. and getting money. Fuck that shit, bro. I'm not about to be out here with these niggas, bro. Whenever I see something that look like it's about to go down, I'd be like, because you know I'm usually with a girl anyway. I see some shit that look like it's about to go down, I'd be like, I'm out, man. Let me get the fuck up out of here. I ain't got time for this shit, bro. I ain't make it to be 42 and out of ignorance.
Yeah. I'm 42 too. I used to get mad at you when you used to talk, man, black culture is trash. And then after I just kept listening, it just started weighing on me for a few months. I'm like, man, that nigga right, dog. He really right, dog. Like, I used to be mad at first. Like, man, like, shut your ass up. Talk about, you know what I'm saying? I used to be black
Man,
is
I'm
black.
telling
You know
you,
what I mean?
bro.
But after a while, bro, I'm just
Listen,
like,
man, I
damn,
seen
bro.
niggas at the Gunna concert yesterday, and cause he was here in Detroit, and I seen too many niggas over there, bro. And niggas was mean mugging, and I was like, man, let me get the fuck up out of here, bro. Cause I started to just stop through, cause I ain't had shit else to do. You know what I'm saying? Prior to actually going to jumping on the panel with Q or whatever. I'm like, man, let me get up out of here, bro. I ain't even trying to be seen over here, bro.
So Anton,
What up?
like when you especially talking about these rap beefs, these people are like prominent figures. Is there at some point where you start holding the individuals that are constantly in beefs and starting stuff and have a certain narrative, start holding them accountable, or are you just kind of just washing it all up at
Oh
it's
my
all trash?
Lord Jesus.
I don't know what you mean. Like, we don't know nothing. Like, I can't hold nobody accountable that I don't even know nothing.
All right,
It
so
could be
like
somebody
for
else's
example,
camp. I can't hold nobody else accountable for shit. Like, listen,
so like
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't care. I'm just tired of niggas dying.
yeah,
Yeah,
so like
Like,
King
I
Von,
doesn't
for
matter.
example,
I
like
am tired of niggas dying. I would prefer not to have to hold somebody accountable and for nobody to get hurt. Like, my thing is, like I said, I would rather be J. Cole. I would rather be J. Cole in this shit. So, dog, I be telling niggas, dog, people, man, you can't control these people, bro. I told a nigga I ain't want to give him a coaching call. This nigga send me hate mail every day, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. I will show it to you. I got some new shit from him today. Like, and this nigga got a wife, he got kids, he a truck driver. This nigga send me hate mail every single day. This nigga be watching and sending me hate mail, man.
when you gonna send that restraining order?
Wait, Mr. Lone Star, Mr. Lone Star.
Look at this shit,
Every
bro.
battle,
Hold on. Look at this shit, bro. I gotta show y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Like, I'm for real. I swear to God, this nigga send hate mail every fucking day, bro. Look at this shit, bro. So this nigga's name is Tyrell, bro. See this shit right there? Like right there at the top. It's probably a little blurry because of the camera, but
You
niggas
yeah,
good
at
we
the
now?
see
top,
it.
right? So let me read this shit. I'm gonna select one of it for you, right? This nigga, look at this shit. Look how long this shit is.
What the fuck?
I swear to God, this nigga send hate mail every day, dog.
Oh,
This nigga said,
God.
and you block me, and you want to be white so bad. That's cool. This shit got run on sentences. Have you ever watched your own show? Bro, I watch you all the time. I'm tuning in all the time. I love the COBS. You never fail me. You a good speaker and motivator, no doubt, but you had me sold. I don't even hate you. I just don't like you. What the fuck?
Anton, have you watched that show on Netflix called Baby Reindeer?
Look at this shit, bro. Look, and this is not the only one. If I go back and I click the next one, this nigga's a monster.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom. Give that nigga his coaching call, dog. Just
Nah,
call him,
man.
dog. Because that nigga is upset, bro. Give him his call, dog. He must have really needed that call, brother.
Crazy.
This nigga is insane, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Look, man, I don't take nobody for granted or lightly. I don't take nobody for granted or lightly no more, man.
You mess around and be like John Lennon.
I don't take none of these niggas lightly, bro. And
Have you
this
seen that
nigga, he got a wife, a job. I know where he work at. I know everything about him.
That's insane.
They don't care though, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the solar eclipse or something, but the shit been going crazy since then. I don't know what. Bro, listen.
It's
They just had a
it's the
story out
retrograde.
here in the DC area where the two dudes they worked together at goddamn FedEx. And they got in an argument at FedEx now. They been working there 10 years and 8 years. And the dude pull up and smoke the nigga in the FedEx truck in the back by the warehouse during lunch break.
Mm.
Man, what?
Now you going to jail forever, but these are family men though.
Yeah,
What I'm saying
facts.
is to say, like, these ain't people, these is working niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas with jobs and 401ks. And you shot a nigga over goddamn Jordan LeBron conversation, nigga. Like, for real?
You know where else I used to see that happen all the time? On the basketball court. I seen it. I seen that shit escalate. Niggas start fouling too hard. We used to go to
Yep.
this place called Basketball City, and we used to go to Joe Dumars Field House. Niggas get to arguing. Niggas start feeling a certain type of way, or one person get the best of them and start turning into prison rules. Shit start going left. We just start go ahead. We just be out, bro. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, dog.
Yep. Because the next thing is somebody going to get a strap. They going straight to their gym bag. Whole
Yep.
session is over. Whole session over.
Yep.
You might as well just leave. Soon as you see like the first hard foul and then somebody start doing like the extra stuff, like after that, you might as well leave.
Yeah, I don't have
Because
no
it
time
ain't,
for that, bro.
it's over.
It was
It's
a
over.
dude that was in the suburbs. We got into an argument with a dude out here, and it wasn't in Detroit. It was outside of Detroit. It was at Chipotle. He got into an argument with a nigga over some guacamole or some shit, something like that.
Wow.
Nigga wind up going to the car, getting the heater, and then shooting the nigga like, and he shot him right across the street from the police station. Like, they caught him immediately, but niggas be getting it, dog. We got emotional. Honestly, we just got emotional problems. Like,
Ain't
we
that the
I was gonna
genuinely
say the same thing.
got some anger problems that we just don't want to address and we don't want to have a conversation about. And that junk just goes so left, bro. Every single time. That's why I don't be having nothing to say, bro. I just be like, oh, word. All right, I feel you. All right, I'm out, big dog. You got it. That's my number one. You got it. You right. You got it,
I
bro.
think you got substance to that because I see a lot of people like most of their like their it's all emotional, and I think that's where it is nowadays, where it's like people are, you got one side telling guys you need to be more emotional, but at the end of the day, more emotional for a man is violence. It
Yeah.
ain't just talk like it
But
is for a
look,
woman.
Tom, this is what I'm saying with this, and this is why you see it kind of blackly black with it, because I just think about this shit all the way through, right? It's like, though, if you don't come from a good family or whatever, right? Let's say you 14, 15, you know what I mean, and your mama is smoking crack, and she topping niggas up in the back for
Mm,
$10,
yeah.
and you see that shit, you gonna be angry.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's why these dudes like that come from that type of background and see or experience that type of shit, is like they come out with a hatred for life. They just hate a nigga. You say you got a daddy, and they like, nigga just hates you. You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's just what it is,
No,
bro. Like
proud.
Yeah,
it's
you're
it's
right, bro.
it's a crazy situation, man. It's definitely a crazy situation.
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come of this shit now though, man, because it's like you almost don't want another record to come out because what's next?
Yeah, it's just like it ain't entertaining no more, bro. Once it start going off record.
They said another one was supposed to come out today, but it got canceled because of what happened.
Yeah, it ain't
It should.
bro.
It should. This
How does
ain't. I
this?
mean, like
How does this shit even kick off? Like, who sent the? Like, how does this shit? Because I don't even be knowing shit is happening, and then you look
I
up and
can
it's
I can
diss
break down the
tracks going
theory,
back
but
and
Anton
forth,
gonna
and they
stop
get
me because
lower
he
and
said I'm
lower.
speculating.
No. So
I don't care. You can
this
say
been
whatever
Like,
you
how
want
this
to
shit
say.
stop?
this been going on for years. So when Drake and Kendrick they did a song together, and
But it's
I
not about Drake
guess
and Kendrick.
what you mean?
It's literally OVO versus EXO. It's
He asking how did the whole battle start, bro?
the battle or the beef.
Lord
You
Jesus.
gotta
Okay.
ask him.
No, maybe. Okay, you enlighten me. You enlighten me then, because you talking about beef. I thought it was just because of the
All right,
song, the music.
no,
Oh,
hold on.
go ahead.
Give me a second. Let me make sure I got
Are
this.
you
Yeah,
talking
I
about
was
so
saying,
Yo,
the
Big
beef
how
King,
did this
itself?
joint kick
are you
off?
talking
You know
about
what
the
I'm like, who
battle?
said something to who first? Or,
Are you
you
talking
know what I
about
mean?
the
Usually,
battle?
you know what I mean? Somebody talk about your mama or something, or you say you fat or something, and you know what I mean? And then the joint jump
So
off.
he talking about the battle. He talking about the battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it's not a
yeah.
beef officially, is it?
No,
I mean, are they
it
officially
happened. It
beefing?
happened with the though, and there was beef behind it. The EXO started by putting so
He's
both
saying the battle, bro. The battle, bro. Between
yeah, so both Future and Metro are under EXO. They brought in Kendrick because he was actually a hitter that could actually rap against.
wait, what?
You said they under XO. What you
No, they
mean?
not.
Yeah, no, they affiliate with EXO.
But you said under
They
XO,
not
they
under XO. What are you talking about?
I said,
yeah.
oh, I mean not like under, but affiliated with EXO. Future and Metro are affiliated with EXO, and
Dog,
then
I don't think you know what you're talking about, bro.
I 100% know what I'm talking about.
Is,
Like I'm saying,
I don't think you know what
Since
you're
when?
talking about, big dog.
Wait, when did they start being affiliated with XO?
I don't think he know what he's talking about.
No, I literally, please enlighten me.
hold on.
there's no enlightenment.
No, listen. You can't Google this, bro. Like
Huh?
you can't look it up on a computer, man. Listen, we just
He,
gonna go ahead and walk away from this conversation because I don't want it to go down that path, bro.
Terry Fleming, what is you talking? Never mind. Stay out the chat.
All right, we just gonna go ahead.
This nigga weird, man.
See, somebody's
All
already
right,
sent.
I
They're
don't even pay no attention to none of that. I just keep it.
so Future and Metro are managed by Cash XO.
That's cool.
Wait.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
wait,
no,
hold on. Somebody saying Drake
what's
and
the
the
next?
Weeknd
What's
don't
the
mess with
next?
each other.
Listen, next. What's
But
the
in the
next?
Weeknd's manager's house was shot up like a week ago. XO manager's Future. Oh, they are tied. Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody saying
that's what
like,
I'm trying to say. I'm not just talking out of my ear.
They not up under XO, bro.
yeah, they're not up under him. No.
Well, like managed.
Do you know what XO is? No, don't type it. Like, do you
No,
know?
It's
no,
some
I
good
wasn't
ass
looking at that.
Hennessy. It's some good
You
ass
can't
Hennessy.
Google. Don't Google it. Do you know what XO is?
I mean,
Just say
it's just
no.
like
Just
Look,
say no.
you lost without Google, ain't you?
Say no. Just say no.
no.
Just say no.
He
Damn, what
lost.
you got going on, bro?
He
Come
lost
on,
without.
man. You bet.
He
Come on, man.
every time I hear it, every time I
It's a
say something,
management group.
he
It's a
starts.
management
Hey,
group.
hey, I ain't
Every
gonna lie, Dale type fast though. what, what is
Hey,
he? He got
it's a
the
management group.
real Twitter fingers, not Big Bill. He got the real Twitter fingers.
every time I ask him a question, I hear this.
Anti, you do the same thing.
I do what?
No, not
What
that
do I do?
fast. No,
What do I
hell
do?
no, bro. Hell
No,
That's
no.
all.
no.
Anti, you
See,
saying
he always want to put it
No,
on somebody else.
you like he deflect a lot, man. That's a lot of deflection, boy. That boy play racquetball for
Talking
sure.
about I do the same. What do I do?
No,
What do you?
I mean because I'm saying something that I've already looked up, but then you're like asking me to revalidate it, so then I start looking it up to revalidate what I've already
Oh
looked.
my god.
What is the next? What is the next topic? What is the next topic? I can't take this no more.
All right, I want to switch it up real quick. I'm gonna read the super chats in a minute. But what are y'all thoughts on? Because I want to get off this rap shit for a minute. What are y'all thoughts on Gervontae Davis having beef with Floyd?
For what?
I, I feel like it was.
What?
I feel like it was inevitable
Why is it inevitable?
because
I could play the video, but I would have to drop somebody in order to do so. Or y'all, or I tell you what, everybody just stay there. I'm gonna play the
I'm a,
video, and then I'll pull y'all. I'm gonna pull everybody back up in a minute.
That's a bet. Yeah, because I don't even know nothing about it.
Give me a second. Let's do this. So somebody not going. So I'm gonna bring you back up in a second, King Spark. Just give me a second.
Was
I'm gonna pull up the video. Give me a second, because I think he was speaking on it specifically. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up and then play some of it. And because I seen a video pop up, but I hadn't reviewed it yet.
Good, man.
That was the way he was like, man, your tank ain't
Yeah,
hurt.
oh
You see
yeah.
when I posted that?
Okay, yeah.
So tell me,
yeah.
y'all was on the stage. You was like, I got the video. I'll show you the video. What was that to you? Like that moment in sparring?
What? When I saw him?
Yeah, because he said you
Matter
didn't
of
hurt
fact-
him and nothing like that.
He talking
Touch
about
him
Devin
up,
Haney.
Yeah,
but
but
he
he
didn't
didn't
stop him. He didn't stop him. He's a liar.
Yeah.
And he was scared to get in the ring that night.
Yeah.
I mean that day. So we had to force him in the ring. I already sparred. We had to force him in the ring. He caught me with a shot because I was already like aggressive trying to get on him. So he caught me with a shot.
Was you hurt though? Was you like?
Hell no. I jumped on him. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I jumped
Right.
on him. He was grabbing me from there. We ain't want no smoke from there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people online, they,
Matter of fact, take that back. I wound up catching his ass. That's when he started grabbing me.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
is that what you showed him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got clips, but I don't want to make the fight.
Yeah,
You know
get
what
to
I
it.
mean?
All right, for sure. Listen, I mean, this one is definitely an interesting one because a lot of people, when you're great, you get criticism. Some people say, yo, this is the first time he fighting a black fighter in this style. What do you think like as far as, do you do anything different or it's the same shit, same walk in the park?
I mean, it depends on what's coming to me. You know what I mean? So it depends on what coming that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he come fast, aggressive, or want to box or anything like fight.
I'm gonna try to fast forward
I
to
thought one
see.
of the things you said interesting in the press conference, you said like I had a lot of built up energy. I was
Yeah.
locked up.
Yeah,
I went
yeah,
through.
yeah.
Tell me about that part. Like you and mom.
Bro, that working out me
Kept
like
you
just I don't know.
Yeah.
Like he aggressive.
Like some niggas like hate like Tank in here like.
It was more so showing me love, but you got other people too. Like
Yeah.
I'm from Baltimore and the DMV area, so in jail, DC and Baltimore guys don't like each other.
It'd be,
you know
yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
So
Yeah.
it was a DC guy that I got into it with.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So one of the older guys named Dana, he like Dana.
Listen, I know one of the main things was we seen when you converted to Islam. That was
Yeah.
something that was dope.
Yeah,
Was that
that's
something? Tell me about that real quick. Was that something that you picked up from inside? Was that something that
For it, but
I'm trying to skim through it.
So
Not what it said.
that was,
did you do Ramadan and all that?
you know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
You did look a little
Yeah,
skinny
yeah,
there.
I
Because of how that played out, right? Like we saw the fight, Devin, he got beat up. That was one of the things. He was trolling him on the Twitter
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Is that a fight that you're still interested in based on
yeah.
how it went?
Yeah.
You still want
Not
that?
based on how it went, but sorry.
Ryan with this
Yeah.
shit with the PEDs.
I just don't like dirty things. Like Ryan. You get
like
what
a
I'm
trend.
saying?
Like, yo, would you be interested in Tank again? And he was like,
He not even to be one
in that out.
versus Ryan. Versus
This
Go
time,
look at it. When he kept hitting, people don't.
6-7 more fights and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like,
Yeah.
you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you pick like what order is in?
Different side, so.
Oh, because of the opposite side.
Right, because Floyd, he
Oh, you think- you
his people. He know that. He just, even him, Floyd making him do that video.
Yeah.
He made that video and Floyd sent it. I mean, he
Oh, you
sent
think
it
you
to
think
Floyd.
you think that was a Floyd joint?
He made the video and sent it to Floyd.
Oh, so Floyd
And
the
Floyd
posted
posted.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know that, come on, bro, it's a lot.
Nah,
It's a
for
lot to
sure.
it.
You think that's gonna be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah.
Wow.
Cause he a good boxer, nigga. Like that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he defense. You never see him move around. You know, I
feel like
probably picked
that's
him on
easy work.
game. I touched on him, 8 bars.
I went ahead.
Tell him rematch that guy. Now, if he beat him, then
There you go.
we can get it on him.
Okay.
I guarantee he won't fight that guy again.
Oh, Edwin.
Yeah, I guarantee.
The dude Turkey Al Sheik, he's one of them guys now. He over here, he was like,
Is
I
he?
said that, you know why I said that?
Why is it taking so long for them to get to it? I want to get to what he said about Floyd.
Because Devin is my guy. Like, I don't got to fight. You know why fighters going over there? Because they can't sell here. I can sell here. So I ain't got to go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here.
Right. I feel that. Okay. I also wanted to know, listen, man, obviously you set the whole world on fire when you said the Floyd shit. I want to know when it happened. Was it because I seen the live with him and Bill, and he said something about a Chrome Hearts bag. Like, was that what set you off? Like, what
No,
set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the Chrome Heart bag, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my post.
Oh, that was you posted that. You posted that. Oh wow. Damn.
Chrome bag,
Right.
Lloyd shit, Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's, I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This is
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
All right. Yo, lastly, I want to ask you about this. I gotta salute you, brother, because when you was in Baltimore, I saw you building. You went.
All right, I don't care about none of the rest of that. What do y'all think about Tank and Gervontae Davis going at each other? I mean, Gervontae Davis and Floyd Mayweather.
I don't even know what the rationale behind it is. Like, he didn't really say nothing. He just said he made a post, and it seems strange.
So is this shit over Instagram?
That's what it's looking like, because I ain't never known him to have no smoke.
Got to be deeper than that, bro.
But I thought like a couple years ago, Floyd was out there when Gervontae just won.
Right.
I thought that was like, he was just out there with him when he just won.
Because
this don't make sense.
Tank used to be up under Floyd, and then
he did.
Right. Then he got his own deal, or something like that, and he kind of like, I didn't think it was no beef though, but it was just like he just moved on.
Do y'all think that it's impossible for people to work together, for black people to really work together like that?
No, I don't think it's impossible. No, I don't think it's impossible. I think you have to get like-minded black folks together who don't embrace all of the bullshit, who aren't going to be backstabbers, who don't have ego like that. Other than that, the shit ain't going to work. But that's what any...
You know what is hard? You know what is hard? It's hard because you know how people be asking, like, how these niggas keep fucking the same bitches and blase squadre? It's because they all share the same common space. All right. And I'm gonna give you an example, right?
That's true.
When I was working for ASAP Rocky, I had took his ticket. He said he wanted to go make music 2013 when the All-Star game was in Houston. I took his ticket, right? So I was like actually in his place of where he would have been, right? When you come down off of the suites, you got all these suites in the Toyota Center.
Mm-hmm.
When you come down from the suites, there's a common level. There's a bar. When I say everybody's at that bar, everybody's at that bar. It was Gabrielle Union, Roxy from BT, Cam Newton, Wale. They all share in the same space. So it's like their little drama is going to always continue to be their little drama because it's the same bitches. She was over there last week and now she over here. Now I'm going to fuck on her and I'm going to pass her back. You know what I mean? It's a little ass community, dog. So it's gonna be hard. It's like a real episode 11 hip hop, just watching this shit over and over again. Basically, that's all it is. The circle's too goddamn small. That's why they can't stop fucking with each other or beefing with this one or arguing or some shit like that.
No, you're 100% right. I think that happens in every city too, not just on a grand scale. It happens in every city. Like,
especially with black people, because once you, like they say, it thins out at the top anyway. Yeah. So it ain't like 10,000 rich niggas in the city.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
true.
Saying? Like,
yeah, that's true. But you know what? I see that happening in. I have seen that happening in the city. It was a girl that I knew, and you know what I'm saying. She was starting to get like a little bit of attention in the city. And see the way that Detroit, I'm sure that Detroit is set up the same way that every other city is set up, like Cleveland, like whatever, right? And so you only when you got visibility or you got money or you moving around or you ain't even got to really have money, but if you in the streets and you got some kind of clout in any way, you at worst you only one person removed from you knowing this other dude. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know everybody and everybody is in the same circle. So much so to where you see the same bitches, you see the same women. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who fucking around and who. And it's funny because you'll see this other girl, right? And she'll be new to the scene and she like fresh meat. I mean, literally like fresh meat. And, you know, you warn them kind of, sort of, but you don't. But you kind of give her a heads up like, hey, listen, you might want to stay out of this move or you stay out of this space or whatever. Because eventually she literally, and I ain't even just talking about the movers and the shit. I ain't talking about, because everybody is interconnected. The business people, the dope boys, the rappers, the ball players, they all in the same circle, literally. I remember when Jerry Stackhouse used to be here, when he used to play for the Pistons, all of them niggas was shooting music videos at his crib. Like his crib was the hangout spot and shit, right? And so young niggas that get money, they all shoot the same shots at the same girls. They all shoot the same DMs. And it's funny that you describe the Toyota Center like that because at Little Caesars Arena, it's different than most arenas, right? It's one of the newest arenas, the newest basketball arenas in the NBA, right? And so how it's set up is courtside on one side, it's a bar. Like it's like a little congregation area for the bar. And if you go over there, it's all of the same. It's whoever's who is gonna be at that bar. You know, the Sada Babies, the Cash Dolls, the whoever it was from the Lions that came to the game that night. And you gotta walk past the bar if you coming out of the and you sitting courtside in order to get to your seat on the other side. So everybody know everybody, everybody connected with everybody. And the shit is literally the same in every single city, bro. Like once you get to a certain level or once you start getting certain visibility, everybody know everybody and everybody knows what's happening.
My bad.
Everybody knows everybody and everybody is interconnected or you only one person removed. And it's funny because everybody is fucking on the same hoes, bro.
And you know what, Tom? It's really only two levels. You either getting money or you ain't.
Yep,
That's it. It's just two goddamn levels.
it
You either
is.
up there or you not.
Yep, and everybody know who getting money. Everybody know who getting money. Seriously, like we know who own this club. We know who in this spot. We know whose bitch that is. We know who. You know what I'm saying? She fucked the whole crew. Like everybody know who everybody is. That shit kind of is annoying in a way though, bro. Because even in that, it's like it's so bad, bro, to where niggas won't bring they girl. Like niggas won't bring the chicks that they fucking certain chicks that they fucking with because they don't want to familiarize them with the scene.
You right.
Nah, that makes
That's why I
sense.
used,
Niggas
that's why I used
separate
to
the
say
girls that they don't take because they don't want to have them in a scene like that.
that's why if you're looking for a bad bitch, right, and you live in a city, go 50 miles outside your city and go to Winn-Dixie. It's gonna be a badass bitch on register number 6. She don't even know she bad though
But
because she's
she gonna
banging
get
West
turned out though
Bummers.
too though. She gonna get turned out too though.
Yeah, she. That's why you can't bring her too close. Goddamn it, you gotta leave her ass in the car. Don't
Yeah,
bring her ass once she get a taste of it.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And then
Once
I'm
she get a
telling you,
taste
bro,
of it, it's over.
all of these little hoes, they one flight away from getting turned the fuck out, bro. They one flight away from dog. I seen chicks that transition from being tomboys to Instagram models almost overnight because they hit the scene. They look different, they talk different, they walk different. They used to be from bumblefuck. Seriously. And it's funny because we be warning them, like even Rita, she be trying to coach some of these hoes, and she be like, yo, listen, you can't move like that. You can't be in the streets. If you don't want to get a reputation, you gotta move different. And 6 months later, I'm like, damn, is that her? Because she looked good too. Like, she'll look different and everything. I said, damn, is that such and such? And Rita be like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. She fucking with such and such? Because, you know, we everybody know each other. I'm like, wait a minute. She hanging out with that nigga? Oh, shit. Then she different. She a whole nother person. She wasn't even raised in the city. But now she different. She talk different. She walk different. You know what I'm saying? Different players be hitting her up in the DMs because niggas be knowing what the fuck is going on, bro. It's all fresh meat, bro. All one flight away. One flight away from being turned the fuck out. And you never now she can't fuck with a regular nigga no more. She don't think that she's capable of fucking with a regular nigga because she been exposed. And it ain't that she getting a whole lot of money and no shit, but she just exposed to the lifestyle. Man, I'm going to tell y'all, bro. I'm going to just be 100% real. And y'all could disagree with me. Bro, if you got a good girl, leave that bitch home. Don't bring her to the scene. Like, you know, like if you got a good girl, don't try to show her to the nicest spots and all of that because it's sharks out here, bro. It's sharks everywhere. Everywhere, I'm telling you. And she one opportunity away from, because let me tell you the game. Niggas is getting smart. Niggas know that the chick is taking pictures and they tagging a spot that they in. So what they doing is they not even reaching out to the chick at the moment.
They just pulling up.
They shooting a shot at her in the DMs after she leave based off of her location because they can pull it back up based off of where she was on Instagram. Like,
that is thirsty.
Listen, Slimmy. The game is when I say I know I'm in the streets and I see what's happening and I know what's happening on a regular basis. The game is savage. I can give y'all so many plays and so many tips just based off of the shit that I see and the stuff that I talk about and what we see on a regular basis. Niggas don't they see, look, people see you with your girl and you that girl, and if they can't find out who she is, like, cause you know, like when they ain't never seen her before, then they gonna see if they can pull up who she was based off of where she was at in her location.
I
Or
know
who
you
she was
right.
around. And that's
I
how they gonna hit her up and that's how they gonna get connected with her.
know you
But
right
you know
because
my thing, son, is
I be seeing
if
people
you
do
could
that
fuck
shit.
my bitch, if you could fuck mine, she won't mind to begin with. You could have her.
No,
You
I
could
agree with
have her.
that too.
You could have her.
But see, you different though, Spark. And the reason that you different is because you understand the game. We talking about dudes that don't know what the fuck they getting themselves into, and they about to be heartbroken. Like they gonna get that's they girl, that's they thing, bro.
Yeah, that's their world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their world. It's and she perfect to them, and she green as fuck, and so she don't know until she know. And I'm telling you, if your girl is a good girl and you love her, and you ain't been around and you not tainted like Spark is, in which he understand what the game is like, go home, nigga. Stay out the mix. Don't be in these spots. Stop trying to be connected. Stop trying to hang out with these niggas. The game is ugly. It's ugly. It's so ugly, bro.
But the game ain't just morphing to this. It been like this.
No, it's worse. Social media made it worse. It made it
No,
easier.
I would agree that it's worse, but I'm saying like it's that what you describing that's been going on. Like you know,
No, it's more to it though. I'm just giving the surface level part of it
oh, of course, of course, of course.
because it's it's
Nah, the
it's bad,
game
bro.
it's way worse because you gotta understand that the quality of life is so watered down now.
Yeah,
Like people actually get on the internet and take pictures of themselves to try to boost themselves up like they really that. But
yeah,
these same people can't have a conversation in real life, ain't gonna walk up on nobody, nigga ain't gonna slap nobody, you ain't even gonna go holler at a bitch in real life. Like it's just totally different. We don't have the
yeah,
same social skills that we used to have. Like even my chick young, right? We riding in the car, like we live in the same city, right? We drive down the streets like every day the same day.
mm-hmm.
And she be like, she putting something in the GPS. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is the same street, babe. We ride down the street every fucking day. But they so used to using the GPS and shit. When we was young, nigga, we had to know landmarks and shit. Like, nigga,
Yeah,
you go down here. When you get to the blue house, you make a right. Then it's gonna be across the street from the bank. You make a left. That's over there by the park. So just the quality of how we was is totally different.
yeah,
These youngsters now, they don't even know shit.
yeah.
They
It's
can't even
true.
get around the goddamn corner.
And I'm gonna say this too. I think it's hard for a lot of these young niggas to compete now, cause bro, listen, man, you put your heart and soul into her. It ain't nothing to these OGs that's gonna take her off. That's gonna have her doing some wild shit, bro. I think it's hard for these young niggas to be able to compete, bro. Cause she automatically want the nigga that got the clout. It ain't even about the money. It's about the clout. She want to be with the nigga that got the clout.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She want to be seen. She want to be on TV, nigga.
You want to be able to go back to brag to our homegirls.
Yeah, she do. And they gonna give her a reason to. They gonna
Hey, the
give her a reason.
pool is dirty. Niggas pissing and shitting all in the pool, homie. Like the pool is the public pool is not where you want to be pulling and picking from, dog. Like it just ain't what it is. It's even hard. Like niggas talk about being outside and fucking on bitches and all that type of shit. And I used to be that nigga. Like I'd be like, I want to be outside. I want to get 2-3 bitches. Now when I'm sitting at the bar, just overhearing what these women are saying.
Yeah,
These motherfuckers are so delirious and crazy, nigga. Like, I just be like, check, please, nigga. Let me get the fuck up out of here. It
yeah.
ain't even worth it, dog.
Facts.
It
It ain't
is
Facts.
even
wild.
worth it.
It's wild. But they doing it for everything. But dog, I'm telling you, it don't take nothing. It's nothing, bro. And niggas see a new chick in a city that they ain't never seen before. That shit goes so left, bro.
But she a hoe in another city, though. She a hoe in the city she came from.
Yeah. Well, but sometimes she be a young chick though, and she don't. She, you know what I'm saying? She just, man, I done seen them all, bro. I done seen them all go left. That's why my mind is tainted. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying shit like, if I was ever get divorced, I would never get married again because I know too much. I seen too much. I done seen the ugly part of the game,
Yeah,
and
you see the
it's
ill shit.
it's ugly. It's ugly as fuck, bro. Like I done seen niggas, man. I tell y'all some shit that'll blow your fucking mind, bro.
So
I,
then, Anton, let me ask you this though. Just, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you good.
based on what you just said, right? So for guys or younger guys or just guys, period, no matter the age, that maybe they seen not maybe they seen a lot of stuff too, like you know what I'm saying, or they cool with a lot of girls and they know a lot of the stuff that you
Talking
referencing.
about
You talk,
guys that's been in the game, guys that you know what I'm saying that done seen a lot too.
yeah, like and but how what advice would you give them, like as far as I guess
Young
maybe
guys,
yeah
work
maybe if they still had hope, maybe if they still had hope on getting married or being in some type of relationship or whatever, what would you say to them?
to a young guy.
Yeah, yeah. When I say young, I'll give you age range, like maybe like early 30s down to like maybe like his mid 20s.
Um, get the fuck out. Like get a chick that don't know shit and get the
You
fuck
saying it?
and get the
Get the
fuck
fuck off
out
the
of,
grid, nigga.
yep,
Get the
get out of
fuck
Dodge.
out the goddamn way.
Get out of Dodge, bro. Like
Get the fuck out the way
seriously,
with it.
seriously, nigga, you trying to be on the scene and shit, man, get out of Dodge, bro. Real
Do
Go
talk.
you
get
think
you a
that even
pickup
helps anymore
truck.
because of the use of technology and just being able to have a far reach with Instagram and stuff?
Man, if you get you a chick that don't even like social media, bro.
Tell her get
Mm.
off that shit.
Now
Seriously.
you laughing,
Tell her
but
get
that's
off
serious.
that shit.
Oh,
Listen, get you a chick that don't give a fuck about social media, bro. Like real talk. Get you a chick that just like to watch TikTok reels. And ain't even trying to be on Instagram. They on Instagram because they like seeing their little nephew graduate and shit like that. Like get you a chick that ain't trying to post something on the internet, none of that, bro. Because and get off the grid. Like, get off. Like, do not be in the scene. Don't be. And I'm not saying don't go out or nothing like that, but I'm saying like all of that in the mix and connected. And dog, when you see it, I put it like this: when you dealing with a girl and she know who's who on the scene, it's over, bro. Like if she know him and then she know her, or if she familiarized with a spot that's in the spot and all of that, it's over. That's it, man. If she walk into a spot and she know more than two people, and oh hey, and she hugged this person,
Yep.
or the bartender is familiar with her or some shit like that, that's it, man. That's it. It's
That's
over.
how you test them out too. If you wanna test them out real quick, slide to the spot out with her one time and see who she know.
Yep.
If she already know the bartender and the chick
Yep.
at the door and the security nigga,
Mm-hmm. It's over, bro. It's over. So all of these
done.
chicks that be in the spot, man, I say get a chick that don't know shit and get the fuck off the grid, bro. Real talk.
Wow. It's
That's
probably
what
the
I would.
best
And you
thing to
could
do.
coach them up. If you get them young enough, you could coach them up. But anything past, I'd say anything past about 28, dog, they Dunsky.
If she is 6 and up, she might get a flight offer. And if she get a flight offer, it's gonna be hard for her to not take that up.
But even, you know what the fucked up thing about this whole situation is? And nobody don't never say this shit. I hear we go back and forth. We have these conversations all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How could it be that every single bitch deserves the same exact thing?
Yeah,
How
I
is that
agree.
even possible, dog? You could
But
get
but
the
that's because
not to say that,
they all taking
not
a
to say that,
insight from other women that's in the same spots. So they all sharing bad information, bro.
but it's like it's
Mm.
impossible because it don't matter how big they are, how goofy, slew-footed, stank,
Oh,
and they
but you
still
know
feel
they
like
could change that
I
though.
deserve a rich man that only wants to love me and only me.
But
It's
they
like,
gonna do that for the clout though. Man, listen, bro. Most of these chicks is getting fucked. They all getting fucked on by the same people, bro. Big, tall, small, skinny, all of them getting fucked on by the same person, bro. I see it, man. I'm telling you.
No, it's equating the ability to get into the bed with somebody as the same as being able to be in a relationship with somebody. So it's like once somebody decide to poke them, they're like, oh, he got this and this, then I should be able to maintain a relationship with that same type of person.
Yep.
yeah, and I'm to blame for some shit like that because I fucked a couple big bitches back in the day, you know. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, but even me though, like I keep us. Listen, I'm out. I'm way the fuck out. I'm 45 minutes an hour away from the city. Right here, this spot where I'm looking out at the water and shit. I ain't nowhere near the city. This is where I keep my daughter and my wife at. My daughter and my wife is the fuck out of Dodge. When they come into the city, they come and hang with me. They spend the night with me. Like I don't keep my family in the spot. My family is out the way. Like they way out the way. That's why I keep two spots, right? Right? Like they go to fuck home. I'm always gonna keep it. I'm always keeping. I'm building like a separate, two separate. I'm building a compound. I'm building a compound, and then I'm building a brand new house, another brand new house, separate from the rental properties for my family. And that shit is even further out.
Mm.
It's even further out. My family is the fuck out of Dodge, bro. They is not in the city. They is nowhere near the scene. My daughter is out the way. My wife is out the way. They out the fucking way, bro. I don't keep them nowhere near. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere near in the mix.
Yeah,
So
you
what's your
right.
thought process on that, Anton? Because I understand you like we're talking about being able to like for guys who are single when they decide to go out and try to talk to girls, don't pick a girl that's at the scene. But what's your rationale as far as like pulling your family out of that scene?
Don't even bring them into the scene in the first place, bro.
Give me a
That's the
second.
thing. Don't even bring them in the scene. Everything is tainted. Everything is corrupt. Everything around them is gonna be corrupt. Everything, bro. look, it only take one situation to fuck up their mind. They will never ever be able to see. Look, bro, I'm not even gonna use myself as an example. I'm gonna just say, yo chick hanging out with me or yo chick being around us and our lifestyle, we don't give a fuck about money. Honestly, bro, like, look, think about it like this and just and put it in perspective. We go out, and if I spend $10,000, $20,000 in a night, that shit don't hurt. It don't affect me. It don't do anything. Now you got to work a half a year, my nigga, and you trying to convince her to get on your team. And she just seen a nigga don't even give a fuck about money. We walk out the house. I'm walking out the house with some shit that look insane. This shit is rose gold. She looking at my watch, nigga. My shoes is $1,500 a pair, and I throw them bitches away after a week. Like, we pulling up in fucking crazy ass cars, and it's not that she's a bad person. She's a good person, but what I'm telling you is that she can't not see that shit. And niggas be savvy as fuck. So see, niggas, dudes that got it. Because see, let's say you came from the game and you never had money, but now you got money. So it forced you to be able to develop the game and to, develop your conversational skills and how you interact with people and talk to people and all of that, right? So now they talking to your chick because like they don't give a fuck, but they talking to her the way that they know that she want to be talked to, but you cautious with her. You love her. You love her like a wife. And so you're treating her like a precious stone. But she's attracted also inherently because she's never seen it before to shit that's shiny or shit that she's never seen before. And so even when she go back home, let's say that she didn't do anything, that image is still implanted in her mind. It's still there. And so the minute that y'all get into something or the minute that you tell her, oh, girl, look, you nothing without me, she like, shit. And she gonna test it.
Hey, you gotta coach them up.
I give you an
coach.
It's a movie scene. It's a movie scene on this one of my favorite movies, Crazy Stupid Love. I think that's what it's called, Crazy Stupid Love or something like that, where Steve Carell was the father, and his wife had cheated on him or whatever, and then Ryan Gosling was like the dude that was at the bar that was always the shark or some shit, right? Like he was always in the scene and in the movie at the bar. And Steve Carell's daughter, which Ryan Gosling didn't know who she, y'all should watch that movie. That shit is good as hell. Steve Carell's daughter, she was graduating and she took the bar and she had passed the bar and she had a square boyfriend and he was, he used to call her Hannah Banana and all of this other stuff, right? And so she met Ryan Gosling at the bar and she turned him down. But he was real fresh and he pitched her and all of this and her friend was real into it or whatever. And so he pitched her, but she turned him down. But she remembered that nigga. And in the minute that her man, who she always loved, she started looking at him different, the first thing that she did was she ran back to the bar and she went and found him. And next thing you know, he had her hooked. He went home with her the same night. That shit is real. But it's just in a different context. It's in a different context in the same way. That's a real thing in real life. And so as much as women try to pretend like they don't see it, they see shit that's all around them. They see what the fuck is going on, bro. And they have to resist it. They're fighting temptation every single day. And the best woman that you can get is the one that don't even put herself in a position to get tempted.
You right, but dig these blues though, right? You gotta let them know that, look, sweetheart, these niggas want to fuck the shit out of you. They want to put dick all in your earlobe. They want to do it. But
And
here's the thing.
he want that dick in his earlobe, though.
They do. They will. Okay. But here's the thing, though, is you got to be able to tell the difference between a nigga who just want to fuck you and a nigga who want to take care of you. And these bitches don't know the difference. So what I tell mine is, if you got me and I'm taking care of you, if you slide out just to get some dick, You can't come back here. Okay? So you better choose
Over
goddamn
with.
wisely. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm not telling you, don't run out there and get whatever you want to get. If you're curious, go head on. But you can't come back here.
Yeah.
So if you choose, you need to choose fucking wisely.
Crazy Stupid Love, Anton?
Yep. It's called Crazy Stupid Love.
All right,
It's
bet, bet,
it's
bet.
a hell of a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a good movie, bro. It's a really good movie. And that's why I be telling these guys, I be seeing them and I be like, bro, y'all really don't know. Anton, you don't know you've been married 20 years, nigga. I know way more than you ever know in your lifetime, bro. I done seen
Yeah.
I done seen it all. I've seen it all. I was just on the phone with I can't say his name. I can't say his name. Rita, come here, baby. I was just on the phone with somebody earlier. Come here, baby. How the guy that I was talking to on the phone, and he hit me up. He found my people and he reached out to me. He said, "Man, I gotta talk to Anton." How long has this guy been famous? If you had to guess, like as far as in the spotlight and how famous he is, that I was talking on the phone earlier.
Probably about 15, 20 years.
It's got to be longer than that. Probably at least 30. Because he was popping when I was a little kid, when I was in high school.
What you talking to Johnny Gill?
Nah,
The fuck with you?
nothing like that. But I mean, I'm saying that niggas been home for a long time and they be like, yo, Ton, everything that you saying. And he was saying, he said, man, listen, we all a fan of this shit. But, you know, everything that you saying is spot on. I'm telling you, bro, I speak for a group and a demographic of people that don't want to say it publicly, but I speak the shit that they know is real all day long. All day long. They said, Anton, that shit is spot on. And they know.
Mm.
But we all fucked up because if the shit stay like that, that's our real problem, dog, in this whole fucking country. Is that we got some shit called politically correct. So basically what it is you can't express your true motherfucking feelings if it's gonna hurt somebody else motherfucking feelings. So
Facts.
basically, we just train people to be fake as fuck, especially in the company of others.
No, we got to
So
train to even be in the mix, though. You just can't even expose it.
yeah,
You can't expose them to it, bro. Because once they expose to it, it's some genuinely good girls out here that they gone bad, like they get turned out. Somebody said it in the chat. They said Tyler Perry's Temptation is a perfect example. That's a perfect example. Chick grew up in the suburbs with her childhood boyfriend, and some nigga walk in the agency that she work at, and she's smitten by him because you know what I'm saying. It just be something random. It be something dumb, bro. And all it take is one little inkling, and next thing you know, you in there with size 12 shoes, and everybody's stomping that bitch out.
what you say is they Alpha Kappa Phi step on that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, bro. They and I'm just telling y'all, bro. If y'all want a good girl, a lot of y'all think that a good girl is a girl that had already been stomped on, but then she
She
want
come
change,
forward.
right? Well, she
Come
changing, right?
forward.
Because she tired of what she's experiencing. She want better for herself. So it's almost like one of them chicks that be like, oh man, I'm celibate now. I'm on my spiritual journey. Them hoes been stomped on, bro. They've been absolutely stomped on, and so now they want to change their ways or whatever. And that could be a good girl for you if you looking for a chick that what I'm saying is that already been through it and she don't want to be a part of it anymore. The other side of it is, but you got to deal with her trauma and you got to deal with her past. If you can stomach that shit, if you're willing to overlook her past, then she may be good for you. The other side of it is to get a chick that ain't never been tainted and tainted, and then you got to coach her up and keep her out the way. because she don't know what
That might be the scariest one though.
well, it
A
is.
green
It is
chick to
scary.
have a green ass. You have a bitch as green as a pool table, twice as square, walking around with you. That might even be worse.
Yeah. Well, it depends. It
You
depends.
know, I think it's all about what the chick could do for you, dog. Like if you find a girl, I don't care what the fuck she done did. If she doing what the fuck you tell her to do, when you tell her to do it, and how you tell her to do it, rock with it till she don't do it no more.
Oh, it's temporary though. It's
You
temporary.
know,
It's temporary.
however long it lasts. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
it's
is what it
bad.
is.
It's bad. The pool is bad now. Like it's very
Yeah,
bad.
it's horrible.
It's very bad.
It's
And,
horrible. But I
and
also think I also. Oh, go ahead, bro.
no, go ahead. Go ahead, Sonny.
No, I was about to say I also think women are bad at communication now. They're horrible at communication now, man.
Yeah.
Like they only talk on like superficial shit. Like they only talk on superficial shit. They don't actually think for themselves. Certain women, not all, but a lot of these women, they feel like the shit that they see is real.
Yeah.
That shit is only for a certain demographic of women. Only a certain demographic of women can be exposed to a certain lifestyle because it's only a certain amount of people living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Everybody else is regular. You have to live a regular life.
Nah, no nobody want to
Everybody,
be regular no more.
That ain't gonna work.
Bro.
That ain't working.
yeah,
Man, I had a
that
chick
shit ain't for
tell me, and
everybody.
this chick wasn't even all that. I got at her because she was like a 7.
Mm.
She was a little bit chubby, but she was cute. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? She worked at a bank. So I was like, all right, this bitch should know, you know what I'm saying? She fuck with me, she should know what time it is. So I started talking to her, boom, boom, boom. And she started talking about, shit, you could get to know me on vacation. I said, bitch, what? She said, we could get to know each other on vacation.
She saw
So
too
I
many bank
talked her
statements.
down. I talked her down off that dumbass shit. And I told her, come on out with me, right? So we went out, boom, boom, boom. After the bill come, so the bill come, she reached for the check.
Mm.
She was like, you want me to get it? I said, you show right, motherfucker, get it. That bad. She swiped the card and she said, I cannot believe you let me do that. I said, bitch, I can't believe you asked. Now you got what you was looking for.
But somebody told her to reach for it and to do it, and that's the way that you get them because he
Yeah,
gonna
that bitch
do
got
what they
swiped too.
do.
That bitch got swiped too. That bitch got swiped.
Swipe no swipers.
Yeah,
Shit
man.
happens, man. That
Y'all
hey,
gotta
that
be
shit happens.
careful. Be careful who y'all
I
expose
don't blame you.
to, bro. These women is not dog. It's for y'all young dudes that want to be in the game. It's not for the faint of heart, bro.
Mm-mm.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Don't.
You are gonna get your heart
But
broke.
question: did you already disqualify her when she had asked you to take her on vacation?
Yeah, but I still wanted to fuck. I'm just
So
see,
being
see, see,
honest.
see. Spark is tainted too. So
I am.
he's seen too much. He's tainted.
I'm telling you, man, after you done smashed it, I'm not saying I was never even trying to be like, I was never the type of nigga like, fuck yo nigga. Like, I wasn't that dude, right? But after you fuck a couple niggas chicks, bro, it kind of fuck your mind up. You
Yeah,
know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
these
like.
chicks
I
that
don't.
didn't even really say it,
Hard,
bro. Like,
bro.
I done hit a couple chicks like 2 or 3 chicks I could tell you right now. These bitches pulled up in pickup trucks. Like, bitches
You
don't
know
buy
that ain't
pickup
her. You know
trucks,
that ain't
dog.
her car. That ain't her car.
like, like, Shorty pulled up in an F-250. I'm like, this ain't right, dog. Like, she
Not a F-150,
she ain't had to
F-250.
say it. She
That's
ain't had to
crazy
say
work.
I got a man. I'm just like, bitches don't go to the lot and buy pickup trucks. So if you
Yeah,
pulling
no,
up
that
and
ain't
you
her.
fucking out of a pickup truck,
That
I
ain't
know
her
what
car,
time it
man.
is.
Yeah, that's not her car. But see, that's why. That's why one of the things is not only do I keep my daughter and shit out the way, but I also have exposed her to the lifestyle that I live. She not impressed by none of this shit. she not impressed by nothing that a nigga can do for her. And so,
Mm.
or because she, you know what I'm saying, she drive the big shit. She be going to get my car. She hit me up in the morning. Hey, Dad, you left the keys here. Can I take the Porsche? I be like, yeah, you can take it. She not impressed by none of this shit. It don't mean nothing to her. Her sense of what, you know what I'm saying, what somebody can do is not the core of who she is. It's more or less whether or not you're a good person, because she always liked to do for other people. Like, my daughter is the type of person, like, I'll be looking at my credit cards and shit sometime, and she'll be out here buying people stuff. I say, hey, Les, what the hell is going on? Why is it, you know what I'm saying, why you spend so much money at this particular place? And she like, oh, you know, such and such was hungry, and everybody was hungry. So I said, I just got it. I ain't want nobody to think about it. She got that sweet spirit that came from her mother. She's just like her mother when it comes to that sweet spirit. And so the things that she looked for as far as her friends and the people that she hang around, it don't have nothing to do with their socioeconomic status and none of that. She shunned people with resources a lot of times because they're not used to it and they got the wrong attitude. And she'd rather align herself with people that got a good spirit, that go to church, that's just having fun. She spent all of her time with, you know what I'm saying, with her taekwondo team. She done traveled to 8 different places, you know what I'm saying, outside of the country, at least 8 different locations. She done been to Tokyo. She done been to Seoul. She done been to, you know what I'm saying, going to Nepal. She done been to, you know what I'm saying, the Dominican Republic already twice. Her passport is all stamped up. She done been to almost all 50 states. She not tripping off of that. She didn't roll first class. She didn't roll Delta One. She didn't roll private before. And so she not tripping off of that. And so the thing that she's looking, she can't be exposed to something that she's not impressed with. Because her father already lived that life. And so the things that she hangs around and the people that she surrounds herself by is people with good character, not people that got a lot of trinkets to impress her.
So I have to
Tom,
be
what
that
you think?
character.
What would you tell her though about like that curiosity that some of those good girls have to fuck with somebody that's just totally bad?
Her mother is
On
so
top of that,
connected. That's her mother's job.
yeah.
Her mother talks to her and kicks it with her, and you know what I'm saying, and is very, very, her and her mom, her and Rita have such a close relationship right now. Seems like the older that they get, the more connected she is. And she share everything. She share all of her thoughts. She share who she met, this and that. And her mother is very, very much, you know what I'm saying, in her life in that way. So I've kind of taken a step back because now that she's gotten to an age where she's able to drive and stuff, her mother is playing a bigger role in her life as far as, you know, molding her, shaping her, and helping her to understand what the game is and what's happening out here and all of that from a female's perspective. And then, you know, she come to me and she tell me what's going on, and I coach her mother and her mother coach her through me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a team. It literally is a team game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play a certain role, her mother play a certain role, and she cleaves to us individually, depending on where she is in her life. Right now, she's been cleaving to her mother really hard. So,
But that's good that you don't like kind of like force yourself on her. And like, you know, a lot of men, they kind of like force themselves on their daughter. They don't give them room to breathe. They smother them. And I think that's why they start going to look for that bad boy sometimes, because
no,
they've been
we got a really great relationship with our daughter. I mean, we got a really tight. I mean, she tell us some of her most, you know what I'm saying, her deepest thoughts. And, you know, we just got a really good, I talk to my daughter every day. You know what I'm saying? She call me every day. We always talking, even if I'm not here, she, you know what I'm saying, call me. We talk about what's going on in her life. But she gotten really, really even way more closer to her mother now. Because her mother spends a lot more time with her than I do at this point. So I think that's one of the big advantages of having a 2-parent household is that you kind of have more of an impression, and it's kind of more of a team game as far as dealing with your kid.
mm,
So
yeah, I don't know nothing about no kids.
This is
I could
definitely that.
yeah,
none.
her mom
Well,
is
it's 1 o'clock, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, doggy.
all right, big dog. I appreciate you.
Y'all
All
stay
right,
up,
homie.
man.
For
All right,
sure.
big
You already
dog.
know.
Let me do this. All right. Final thoughts.
J. Cole was right, man. Shit. Get the fuck up out of there. Cause I got a feeling this shit ain't over. I don't think that's a like if it's really between like the weekend and Drake and all this other shit happening, man, it's gonna be something else to happen. And
Yeah,
then it's gonna spill over and then they just gonna start blaming, certain artists, man, and it's gonna get ugly. I just don't think it's gonna stop right here because beef never stops. It just don't stop,
I
man.
hope it does. I hope this is the end of it because I don't
I
want
hope so.
to play out.
I hope so because if anything else happened, shit. We saw Biggie and Pac. I do not want it to end like that.
I don't
And
think it will. I don't think it will.
but in reality, it's a lot of these whole ass fans, supposed fans, that wanted to come to some shit like this. They want some shit like that to happen with the security guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where somebody get hurt because they
Yeah.
want to know how
That's
real.
Devin.
They want to
That's
know.
Devin. That's Devin.
They want to. No, no. I don't think he want that. They want to know how real motherfuckers are, and it's really just supposed
I
to
don't know
be
why,
a
because if they
battle.
wanted to know how real they was, and they wouldn't be sitting there glazing over Rick Ross. I love Ross because of the music. I love
Yep.
Ross, you know what I'm saying, because of his style. I like him because of his ability to promote and all of that. I'm not checking for Ross because of his supposed background and how much weight he didn't move. I don't believe that shit.
Who cares? Yeah.
Man, I don't believe that. I rock with him because I actually like his music.
I don't think a lot of dudes that really rap about that shit honestly was really on like that.
I don't
Cause
either
why would you
at
be
all.
rapping about it?
At all.
Why would you be rapping about it?
I don't believe it at all, bro.
If you get into a situation where you gotta go to court, man, they pull up all this shit on you, man, it's over. How you gonna deny it? It's done.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it all ages. I guess one of those also the things that you could see is in the gosh, what's the name of the song? Family Matters. He actually the last guy, he like one of the at toward the end of it, he's actually talking to one of the Hell's Angels people that's part of the Hell's Angels. He's like his neighbor or something. That's up in
Who?
Toronto. Drake.
He was talking to Hell's Angels?
Yeah, he's affiliated with him. His the person that was in his video, in the Family Matters video, is part of Hell's Angels.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
I'm just interested to see how this everything plays out, especially with the shooting. I want to see how like the financials work out. Like when Kendrick drops his album, I wonder what the numbers are going to be like, and then just there's the residual effects.
Oh, Anton, did you see that they dropped all the copyrights for those records?
Bullshit.
Kendrick, Kendrick did.
Yeah, that.
No, he didn't.
Oh, it was a
No, he
it was just
didn't. Drake.
Kendrick.
No, Drake dropped his copyrights because if you notice, if you look at my last stream, me streaming Drake's music, it's not copyrighted and it's still monetized. Kendrick's, it was blocked in all of the countries, and I had to basically remove it in order to be able to still have the stream up. So no, Kendrick did not. Drake's is dropped, and that's a fact.
So they
Yeah.
capped out about that shit.
That's cap as fuck, bro.
Well, More Life Shack,
What?
More Life Shack or No Life Shack, whatever you call himself.
Well,
He said that.
No Life Shack has a much bigger platform, and he probably got permission or whatever the fuck he got going on. But as far as regular everyday streamers, no, that's not true. I had to remove certain parts of it in order to be able to even keep the stream up. I didn't get copyright struck, so I wasn't worried about that. But in order for me to have my shit still up, no, they made me remove any part that I streamed of Kendrick. And if you do leave it, here's the caveat: if you do leave it up, then your stream can't be monetized.
Woo.
That's my personal experience. I can't speak for anybody else. If I was to leave it up, then I couldn't monetize it. And then I know that I talked to another streamer and he said the way he was able to keep his up is that they're basically all of the revenue is going to Kendrick. or going to whatever the publisher is or whatever like that. Drake's mines are still monetized with that up. So that's why if you go back to my last live stream, you can still hear me when I was playing the Drake part, but you can't hear it. It's either muted or it had to be chopped out as far as Kendrick's part in order for it to still stay up.
But they said it happened today, so I don't know if.
So listen.
That's crazy though.
Bro, that's why I keep telling Devin, stop believing everything that you hear, bro. It's all talk about what you know. Don't talk about what you think you know. Talk about what you know, and then you can start to talk. But when you assume, you wrong often at times, and you don't know, bro. The shit is all cap. It's all bullshit. Let me put Slimmy up here. My bad.
That
It's
is
all
crazy,
bullshit.
man. That's crazy.
People
I
always
literally,
be thinking that shit. That don't be accurate, bro.
man, I literally just seen somebody who was like, yeah, man, Kendrick and Drake, they both took the copyrights down so you could get monetized. All this, they was talking all that shit.
Maybe that's some new shit. My stuff, every time I streamed it, it did not do it. They
That's crazy.
So that's my experience. Maybe other people's experience is a little different, but as a content creator that is very much familiar with the whole copyright process and whether you can keep your stuff up and whether it gets monetized or whether it's sharing revenue, that's my personal experience.
That's wild, man.
So,
sheesh. I don't know.
I don't be believing none of this stuff that people be saying or what they be writing, bro. I only believe what I know, and that's my personal experience. So,
well, wait, hold on. Before, no, you said it was about to be a song that dropped, Dev, but they canceled it. Who was that dropping for?
Academics was like, hey, there was supposed to be a song drop, but he was like, there's but so much he's gonna say based off the people he talked to. Because he was supposed to go on stream at like 5 and then end up being like 7 because he was too busy in the background talking to both sides, both camps and stuff. And the song was supposed to drop, but it didn't drop because of the incident.
yeah.
Oh, so we don't know who was dropping it. He didn't say.
He said he was keeping it. He kept it close.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully this shit don't go left, man. Just keep that shit on wax.
Yeah.
Keep that shit on fucking wax.
If I had to guess, I would have thought it probably might have been Kendrick, just because on Drake just had already dropped one, and I don't know. It maybe it wouldn't even be either one of them. Maybe it was somebody on the outside going to drop something. I don't know.
What do you mean by somebody on the outside?
Just like how everybody's just been popping shots outside. Maybe it was neither one of them. Maybe it was just somebody on the outside just kind of trying to jump in the beef again. But I would say it's either Kendrick. I don't think it was Drake. I think it was either Kendrick or maybe somebody on the outside.
You talking about dropping a song?
Yeah, dropping the song.
Okay.
That's just my guess. I don't know.
I hope it wasn't nobody on the outside because don't nobody care at this point. They just want to hear one Drake or Kendrick. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nobody else.
Yeah.
But Kendrick's album was supposed to come out soon, so maybe
I don't think that anybody want to hear from nobody else.
Yeah, that's facts. Now, if J. Cole jump back in it, I think somebody will want to hear from him, but he definitely ain't. He's staying the fuck
J.
out
Cole is chilling, bro. I think that
Do you think this stops Kendrick's album, like pushes out further than what it was supposed to come out? Like I think it was supposed to come out in June.
No, I think that they gonna drop that. I mean, it ain't no better time for them to drop it.
Yeah.
This is the best time for them to drop the album. I would have been dropped it.
Yeah, he should have. Honestly, if it's done and he got everything in order.
I doubt it's done.
What he got to lose?
I think
what he got to lose now?
All his energy in this.
You say what?
I said I don't think so. I think he's just been putting all his energy in this beef. So maybe he has some songs, but I don't think it's complete. I put money on he's still gonna take shots in the album. Probably not as harsh. But
Yeah, for sure. He gonna have a whole song dedicated to Drake. He'll have a whole
I don't
song
think
dedicated
so.
to him.
I think that the song that's going to be on the album will be something that he already didn't drop because you know that goes into the streaming number.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
We'll see though. We'll see. At
mm-mm.
this point, I will be very honest. I hope it's on the same level of Good Kid, Mad City. I don't want it to be no The Pimp a Butterfly. I don't want it to be Damn. I don't want it to be the last one. No Big Stepping, none of that bullshit. I really wanted to be more like Section 80, honestly, more than anything. Like for real. Because them last two, I ain't like them. I ain't like them at all. And then he got talent, man. Stop using that fucked up voice.
You know he's not gonna give that up.
Hell no, you not. It's too many people make the distinction and they like it. No,
Yeah.
that's the distinction. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, let me read some of these super chats and then we're going to get up out of here. Wealth Mindset says, so Cole gets the W because it's obvious Drake lost. I don't really understand what that means.
Yeah, this nigga be tripping.
Some stuff you don't even entertain. K. Dot fans subscribing to pedo accusations with no evidence. There's no proof Drake slept with minors. Just like there's no proof yet that K. Dot is a wife beater. Drake's been dealing with haters since the beginning of his career. Joe Biden's touchy hands says, disagree, y'all, cap. Most rap beefs end peacefully. Clearly, he's not familiar with what's going on in these streets. Civlap, shout out to Civlap, says, keep the battle on stage with the mic. The problem occurs when the mic drops in exchange for the guns.
Facts.
Joe Biden's touchy hand says, too emotional. Drake's last two beefs ended peacefully. Joe Biden's touchy hands also says, Meek Mill, Pusha T ended peacefully, most of them. Drake went personal first, and that's okay, but not when the certified boogeyman showed him who really liked that. No sympathy, stick to dance hall, little boy. See, a lot of these people really be wanting,
What? What?
they be wanting the real
This,
beef, like real life. Now y'all just naming street beef, not rap beef. Okay.
I
So
remember when he
rappers that
typed
get
this
into
shit.
a beef with each other, that's street beef, not rap beef. I'm going to read Leland Brown in a second. Mr. Lone Star says, I think Buddy in the Middle forgot that even Smack makes battle rappers sign contracts not to fight.
I'm not gonna address it. It's cool.
Juwan
Jesus.
Hart says, bro, sound like Jadakiss. 5 years in the music industry is only the beginning. Leland Brown, shout out to Leland Brown. I appreciate you. Says, I watched the Biggie Tupac beef ramp up firsthand. I called it after Take Money dropped that somebody's gonna die. The person that feels disrespected is a dangerous individual, especially when their supporters are willing executioners. That's a
Facts.
fact. That's 100% facts. So,
Facts.
all right, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, Smitty. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, my dog, Spark, King Spark. Thank you, Smitty. Slimmy in the building. Everybody. All right. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all get some rest, bro.
Yes, sir.